Only working designs would. 100%. Working designs would do that. Hey, it's chapter 4. How's it going, folks? How many exits we got here? Okay. We should probably go into the inn. Maybe they'll have clothes because we're in our underwear. Ooh. Is that water?
There's something
hey, Lau, how's it going?
poetic about the way the moonlight is reflected on the clean and clear surface of the water.
Yeah, it just starts doom scrolling. Instead of doing the like the test to increase our seed rank to get our income up, we start doing like Uber jobs. You know, you do the little Final Fantasy VIII car, do a Lyft or an Uber. Irvine crashes the car. Actually, Zell would crash the car. My apologies. Thought you'd drop in around a new job. All right. Yeah, I mean, look, that's every one day at a time here. It's 2025. One day at a time. We'll see what happens. TikTok is available. That's right. That's right. Thanks to the wisdom of President Delling. The only way we can ensure the availability of TikTok.
Honest working man out for a pint or two. Honest working man out for a pint. Honest working man out for a pint or two.
All right. All right. She's.
It's their first date, I can tell. They're a cute couple.
Do I think the soda wars are influential for Bible 2? Absolutely.
I mean, magic must play some part in it.
You know, Bible 2 has got a section that's where Christ, Son of Christ, says, "Drink this soda in memory of me." You know that's true. Formula show is incredible. Like there's further jokes I can make, but some of them involve assassination, so I'm gonna not record myself making those. Consists of Doritos and Baja Blast. All right.
Excuse me. Hello. Hi. Hello. Do you work here?
Do I work here, child? I'm the owner. I own and operate the Journeyman Inn.
The Journeyman Inn? The Journeyman Project? Do I have to dip them? Absolutely, you would have to dip them. What's with the mimic value of Baja Blast? Is it really good? It would have great marketing. So I think part of I mean, it's like a fun thing to say, but I think the big mimetic value of Baja Blast is because for a long time it was only available at Taco Bell, and so it was sort of, I think, also wrapped up in the mimetic value of Taco Bell broadly. That's always been my perception of it. So it is a more scarce form of Mountain Dew than other flavors of Mountain Dew. Well, I mean, I guess the other regular flavors. I suppose there are temporary flavors that may be more scarce, but.
Oh, I didn't know.
Of course you did not, child, but be careful. Others may not be as quick to forgive as I am when you address them disrespectfully.
Is there a party going on?
Is there a...
I mean, yeah, as I said, the name is fun. In a sort of balance. You know, Baja Blast has a sort of similar cadence to like Bimbo or something, like, you know, some really...
Not a party person.
For as long as I can recall, the feast has lasted 3
Bimbo Blast
days and nights, and everyone celebrated openly. Now, this year, there's great concern about the Vanguard and their supporters.
Remember when Taco Bell was all about the Chihuahua?
Is celebrated
that was a time.
Behind closed doors and for one night only. But there's still much food and drink. And you are welcome to join if you so please.
All right. Apparently Icy has a Chihuahua plush that says...
I don't know anybody here.
Yeah, was Yo Quiero?
With the Vanguard, are you?
Yeah, all right.
No, I'm from...
So, you think Toys R Us America could not handle?
So it would seem. Well, if you feel up to it, child, you're welcome to join in the
We don't need to bring back the like weird 90s dogs.
Why do you celebrate the Feast of the Balance?
You are a stranger to our customs indeed. The balance. You do know.
An upsetting sentence to read, Archie.
Sure. The balance between magic and science. I know about the balance.
The balance of all, child. Everything is in balance, and the Guardian watches over the balance and us.
Every time they talk
We
about balance, I think they're going to
celebrate
talk
the
about
balance to give
sneakers,
our
like New
thanks
Balance
to the
sneakers.
balance and to the Guardian.
Somewhere in your parents' house, isn't it?
If our devotion to the balance
I mean,
falters,
Olive Garden, when you
if we
hear your
lose our
family,
faith
right?
in the
It's just...
Guardian, then we are inviting chaos to destroy us. This is what the Vanguard is doing. Inviting chaos. They are dangerous.
What's the Vanguard doing to destroy the balance?
I sure have been
They're
standing
not
here for a while
doing
talking to this woman in my
anything to
underwear.
destroy the balance, but they destroy people's faith in the balance. They speak to the people, telling them how the Sentinel, the Fathers, are holding our world back. And that if we were to use the balance to our advantage, we could return to the old ways, the ways of the ancient Earth, before the divide.
I like the three people dancing
Vanguard
past
promised
the
people
doorway
power
repeatedly.
and wealth and happiness.
Are they going back and forth, or are they looping? Oh, they are going back and forth. Okay.
Destruction, death.
What's your name?
Ben-Rima Salmon. I am the owner and proprietor of
Oh,
this
Ben
inn.
Rima.
I
Isn't
bought it
Ben
with
Rima
money
in
earned through
Dreamfall?
honest trade in the
That name sounds
Southlands.
familiar.
Tobacco, wine, slaves. That is where I'm from. The
Yeah, okay.
Southlands.
I'm April. April Ryan.
Honest trade in slaves? Can you say that again, ma'am? Because I gotta load my gun first. Give me a
Have you come to
second.
meet someone, a handsome young suitor, perchance?
I'm looking for some clothes.
No such luck, I'm afraid. I'm here more by accident than anything else.
Ah, no accident, April. Fate. Fate delivered you here tonight. You are strong in fate, are you not?
I wish I was strong and stay instead of fate. Ayo.
What do you mean by strong in fate?
You shape your own fate, and not the other way around. You are what the dark people call a wave.
The who?
How can you tell?
I am not only an innkeeper, child. I am a seer, taught by my mother, who was taught by her mother before her. And so it goes back to the dawn of our world, to the dawn of magic.
What's a seer?
A seer
Not much. What's seer with you?
someone who can tell
It's
something
Sears
about
Roebuck.
people, about events, about the past and the present and the future, just by looking at you. When I look at you, I see.
What? What do you see?
Most people are drawn along by events, by fate, like a carriage after a horse. But some people know how to steer the horse, to change paths at will. You are such a person, but there is more.
Sorry, I was just noticing what was going on in the Discord server. Seems like some people are having some things awakened in them.
Tell me more about my future.
It is strange. I see many paths, but they are all dark. I cannot tell much except that you are strong in fate and strong in the balance.
Look,
And you are strong in magic.
when
Magic? That can't be right. I'm not.
when people say things like
don't know
Emo Titty
anything
Garfield
about
is a
magic.
classic,
You do
who
not
am I to
have
disagree?
know about magic to be strong with magic.
that's as good an opportunity
If you
as
ever
ever to
learn how
type
harvest your
exclamation
talents,
Discord into
you will be
the
a
chat.
strong artisan.
Artisan?
Where have you been schooled, child? Have you forgotten your lore?
My lore? Yeah, well, I haven't really had much use for my lore lately.
The artisan is the most powerful of magic users. She is able to shape magic and to use it by force of will alone. An artist can use magic shaped by others, molded into new magic, new art. A magician, or sorcerer, witch, warlock, can read and write incantations, drawing spells from the power of words. And the alchemist can create magic potions. He is the least of the four. Anyone with
Okay.
proper education can be an alchemist. The other 3 require some form of talent.
I wasn't ready to see Felicia like that.
Thank you.
I had to go and look.
Service anytime, child.
Shout outs to James
I must
Chen.
go take care of my guests now.
Yeah,
Enjoy yourself.
she's really committed to the bit. I mean, I don't feel like my local tavern owner would spend this much time talking to me about the local magic system, but you know, I appreciate it.
Assorted bottles, herbs, and spices.
No, I mean, look, you know, sometimes you just have to.
Thank you, April.
What a strange creature. What?
There is no time here, but there soon will be time for you and I. Time enough to be sure. You are speaking to me, April Ryan. We have spoken.
I don't understand what you're...
And
how do you know my name?
You know,
Have
That's a
we
great
not
question.
Met yet? I was
I'm
sorry
afraid to
then
ask.
for confusing you.
because my
I
my
will
local
be
tavern
an
actually changed hands a
access
few years
of the
ago, so
Venar,
it's like,
ambassador
where did
to
they
the
raise the
Ivy
funds?
Council in Marcuria for a time.
I think I would have remembered you if we'd met. Who told you my name?
You did. You are saying your name to me, April Ryan. In this moment, you tell me your name. You question why I know your name, and you speak to me the blessings of the balance for my long journey home.
Sorry, I really don't know what you're talking about.
It is difficult for us too, April Ryan, to understand you. We, the Venar, are not perceiving time.
What's
like
the
your
name
people.
of the alien
In
species
this
from
moment,
Mass
we are
Effect
everywhere. In
that
this
speaks really
moment, we
slowly?
are
Is it like the Elcor?
nowhere. But there is a veil. Beyond this veil,
I always
we are
think
not
about the
seeing
Elcor
what
doing
you
Hamlet.
have. You will
No,
be
not the
seeing
jellyfish guy. They're
what
the
you
jellyfish
are
are the Hanar.
What veil?
And there's the advertisement about the
Veil
Hanar
created
cop.
in chaos
And they
by
speak in the third
chaos
person.
with
Volus are the
chaos.
little... Fuck, I know all these. They're the little mole men. The ones that are like evil Jewish caricatures. Because they're all like greedy merchants.
What's all this got to do with me?
It was late. You were tired.
I'm pretty sure it's Elcor, yeah. Are the big elephant guys that speak real slowly.
Now you understand.
I always think about
everything.
Elcor Hamlet.
Thank you,
The
April
production of
Ryan.
Hamlet entirely by Elcor.
Blessings of the balance
So good.
to you too.
Did you just invite me to your home?
Anyway, this Venar guy kind of reminds me of that.
I did. I invite you to my.
You haven't
home,
seen Hamlet
Ryan.
until you've heard it in the voice of
home
Elcor.
was in the Marcuria City Green.
And because remember, when the Elcor talk, they all have to like preface their statement with their emotion because they're so
I
deadpan.
am explaining
Which is like,
everything
what a
you understand.
funny way to do Hamlet.
It seems I've already accepted your invitation, so I guess I don't have a choice.
That is what you said. Good night. You will sleep well.
All right. Well, I'm glad we had that chat. So that must be her adding things to the diary. All right. I've seen a lot of strange invitations. Invited to a wedding between a terminally ill woman and a highway construction automaton. I think tonight strange invitation. Oh, was she? Whoa, wait, what? All right. What? This is the first time I've said an invitation before being asked by a creature whose grasp of grammar ranges from poor to non-existent, not realizing I did until after the fact. Unlike the invitations mentioned above, I'll probably honor this one. You didn't even go to that wedding? Strange or not, he may be able to answer some of my questions. Oh, all right, sure. All right, anyway. Yeah, I don't know. I'm curious. That's Abnaxis. Abnaxis these nuts. All right.
Assorted bottles, herbs, and spices. Open fires are so enchanting, romantic, and I really am getting tired. I should find somewhere comfortable to sit down, rest my legs for a few minutes.
Are you? Oh, do you want the stool? There's no. What about these? There are more stools. You want to go through that door? Can I go? No, I can only go through the one door. Okay.
They're definitely having fun.
They're having fun. I hate it. It's miserable.
I wish I could sit down for just 5 minutes.
Okay. All right. I mean,
Oh, for a muse of fire that would ascend the brightest heaven of invention. Shakespeare, I believe. If I'm to find my muse, I guess
Good
it'll
old
have
Billy
to be here
Shakes.
in Arcadia. I wish I could sit down for just 5 minutes.
All right. I guess we have to find somewhere to sit. Weird. I see. I thought clothes would be more important, but
Seeing as I'll stay here until tomorrow morning.
oh, is it the big chair? The comfy? That I guess I was standing in front of
I
it.
wish I could sit down. That looks like a really, really comfortable
All right,
chair.
sit in the comfy chair. You know what? We here in the PMC Trilogy stream love comfy chair, especially the one in Airport for Aliens, currently run by dogs. And she's out. To be fair, if I got up in the middle of the night and got teleported to a fantasy dimension, I would also basically do this. Oh, is that Cortez getting fucked up? And like, you know, that must be who got captured by the Guardian was Cortez in that cutscene. Ma'am, you're still in your underwear.
Wake up, child.
The bar is closed. Yeah, because Cortez said people were looking for him, so that follows.
Sorry, I guess I fell asleep.
Can you give me like a blanket or something? You're just gonna let me
What time is it?
sit here in my underwear?
It is morning. We need to clean before we open for breakfast, so I had to wake you.
I slept right through the party?
You may find yourself.
It seems so. You did not
In a
stir
strange inn.
even when everyone was
You may
leaving.
find yourself in your underwear.
Oh well, I feel pretty
You
good
may be asking
considering.
yourself, how did I get here?
You look a little pale, but it's nothing a good porridge won't fix.
This is not my beautiful house.
Assorted bottles and spices and herb. Nothing but ashes left of the fire now. They look empty, and after last night's shindig, that's no wonder. The back rooms are both empty.
Yeah. Oh, wait. Exit. I probably can't go out the exit. Oh, can I? Can she just leave?
Do you intend to walk about in that outfit, child? It is day, it would not be
Wait. So I can walk around in my underwear at
It's
night?
all I have.
Come. We will find
Do not
something
come.
more suited to a young lady about the city.
So I mean, do you think for the rest of the game will April opt to sleep in her clothes
How do I
because of
look?
this?
Well, it'll have to do for now. You do not have the most womanly of
What?
forms, but I'm certain you will fill out in time with the right diet.
Thanks. Thank you for the clothes, for everything.
You will have time aplenty to thank me while you are cleaning plates and cutlery,
Oh
child.
no!
I'm sorry. Work?
More work?
Those clothes do not come free, child, nor does a night spent sleeping before the fire. I'm not asking much, only for a helping hand in cleaning.
That's kind of fair. All right. Yeah, sure.
All right. Tell me where to start.
You can start carrying in the mugs from the back room.
I mean, we do have experience in the restaurant industry, so I don't even think it's gonna be
You
hard
did
for
good
her.
work for me today, child. More than was required. Here you are. Some coin to help you out. And keep the clothes. You seem to have grown into them already.
It's the innkeeper. She looks busy.
Get her. Get her.
Excuse me?
Oh boy.
Yes?
All right.
Oh, it is you.
Oh no. Okay. All right. I was gonna
Thank
be
you,
like,
ma'am.
if we just talked to each other through the column. All right. Fair enough.
Barrels.
Barrels.
Assorted bottles and spices and herbs. The back rooms are both empty. Nothing but ashes left.
All right. I guess now we can actually leave. Hopefully I didn't forget it. Oh my God. There's people everywhere. Ooh, furry animal?
That's a funny looking animal.
Oh, so is it a funny animal or is it a furry animal?
Good beast. His hide feels like a turtle's, but softer. Yeah, good boy. Good boy. I wonder if she's caught anything today. Clean and clear. Much unlike the water in Venice. Square jaw and broad shoulders. A real farm boy. Quite a sexy one, too. It's a small wagon pulled by one of those strange beasts.
All right. And, ooh,
The journeyman.
look, she's allowed to. She's allowed to check people out. It's not the worst thing she's done. Journeyman Project, developers of Gundam 0009: The War for Earth. Oh, I'm in the city. Yeah, let's go talk to Westhouse.
It's Brian Westhouse, expat and minor recluse.
Hey,
Hi
man.
there, Mr. Westhouse. I'm back.
My word. What on earth possessed you to return to this godforsaken place? You were lucky to escape the first time, but now you're really pushing it.
It's not that bad a place, or else you wouldn't stay here. Besides, this time I didn't exactly come here by choice.
I stay here because I'm a true masochist, Miss Ryan. And who forced you to come? Was it Cortez?
He doesn't even know I'm here, unfortunately. No, I think I had some kind of accident with my so-called powers.
I was asleep and I accidentally shifted to my underwear.
No, ha! Isn't that the way it is, though? We always cross the rift at the most inopportune times. Care for a drink? Oh, no, that's right. You, don't.
Would you mind helping me with a few questions?
I've nothing better to do, so shoot.
Do you know anything about dragons?
Do you know anything about dragons?
I try to stay out of the affairs of the kin these days. What precisely do you wish to know about the damn beasts?
There are 2 dragons in Arcadia, and I'm trying to locate them.
Yeah, I've heard that tale myself, but no, I don't know anything about it. You'd be better off speaking with the Sentinel Minstrom. After all, religion is their specialty, not mine.
I'm looking for a disc that will open up the Guardian's realm.
That's religion, Miss Ryan. And the only things I worship are whiskey, a good cigar, and a nice long... Anyway, don't ask me about all that balance mumbo-jumbo.
I was wondering what was the closest disc I had on hand, and I realized that the closest discs I have on hand are the entire Votoms on Blu-ray. If that was your bet on the closest disc I had at hand, congratulations.
Would you be able to tell me where I could look for the entrance to the Guardian's realm?
In Tobias's pants, if he had his wish, I'm sure. No, I'm sorry. I don't know anything about the Guardians, balance, Sentinel, or gardening. Now, if you're interested in bullfighting, I could talk all night.
Bullfighting? Yeah, it's not much of a sport, dog.
Bullfighting's a horrible act of cruelty to animals, and not much of a sport at all.
I'll just forget you said that, Miss Ryan. If there's one thing I miss about Stark, it's bullfighting.
You'll be happy to hear then that they abolished bullfighting hundreds of years ago.
Damn.
I can't think of any more questions for now.
Yeah, I'm done talking to you.
let's talk about other things, shall we?
Thanks, Mr. Westhouse.
Anytime.
All right, so I think the hint to go talk to the temple is probably a good thing to get. Can I interact with that bottle?
It's a brown, slightly cloudy liquor. I can't hold my liquor. I'll be spending the rest of the day doubled over, staring into the ocean, and, I'll just not have any.
All right. The bottle's interactable, which feels suspicious. Oh, the city green? That's a new location, isn't it?
It's a flower bed. There's plenty of room for more seeds to be planted in there.
Oh. Uh-huh.
Not very good at this, but hey,
You're
I was born on a farm.
It's organic
Gotta count as
plastic. It's
something.
not exactly. It's not exactly what I would call a, you know, farming.
Now, grow.
Oh. Oh.
Whoa, I must be a natural-born gardener.
Okay.
Strangest thing, I thought I heard a voice say something about a book of secrets. That the book of secrets is now open. Something like that.
What is it? What? What does that mean? What? Do I? Huh. The Book of Secrets? What that? All right, what? Is that my diary? No. All right, well, fascinating.
It looks to have been carved out of a large tree, but the texture of the house is more stone than bark. That's one mother of a plant. I wonder if it's a carnivore. It's a peculiar house. It's a solid oak door.
Enter, honored guest, and I would have been with you.
Oh, it's where Abanaxis
presently.
lives. Okay. That's right. That's how we know about it. Okay.
Some of them look to be in English, but I know they're not. It's the Altung language Tobias told me about. The tongue of magic. Sounds a little disgusting, to be honest. It's a nicely crafted bench.
Hi.
Be welcomed, stranger, to my abode.
Stranger? Don't you remember me? You invited me here.
Every moment we meet, and every moment we part. You are both stranger and friend, April Ryan.
I'm sorry, but could you try to be a little less obtuse this time? I have a hard time understanding half of what you say.
I will beg for your forgiveness, April Ryan. I had a hard time to make myself understood amongst other peoples. I will pull myself into this moment, difficult as it may be, so that we can communicate and so that you may understand. It is important that you understand, April Ryan, very important.
Who are you?
I am Abnaxis of the Venar, ambassador to the Ireed Council in Marcuria. My people live far from here, and they do rarely visit your kind, and so I am their sole link to humans and Dolmari.
Why is that?
I alone among the Venar am able to focus on a particular moment and thread in time, and so to speak with those who flow with time, like you.
How do your people perceive time?
It is hard to explain. Any moment before this moment and any moment after is the same to me as this one. I have lived already and I am yet to live. Do you understand me?
I think so, but how's that possible?
Everything is possible, April Ryan. There is magic and there is science, and between the two, everything is possible.
Can you see the future?
To me, every moment is the same. There is no future. I can relate moments you have yet to see, and I can unravel possible threads. But remember, the future I see may not be the one into which you walk. Moments and threads fluctuate, change. I can remember things that have never come to pass, and I have seen things that will never be.
So you can't tell the future.
I would see your possible futures, the likely threads among hundreds. If there was not a veil in time, I would.
What's this veil you keep talking about?
Somewhere ahead, in our path, there is a dark veil through which I cannot pass, past which I cannot see. It is disconcerting to me to be blocked from the moments of my life.
How did this veil come to be?
It was, no, will be created in chaos, by chaos, to keep the future hidden. All threads converge on a single point here, beyond the veil, and this will happen only once. It is written.
Written? Where?
In the prophecies.
Tell me about the prophecies.
Words have been written by seers who can discern from all possible threads the threads that are certain to be woven. These words are the prophecies.
And what do the prophecies say?
Prophecies speak of a time when the balance will falter, weakened by the assault of chaos and its servants. The moment the veil falls is the moment of uncertainty. The balance may stand, the balance may fall. I cannot tell which it will be, and I cannot even see the possibilities, the threads extending from each fork. But the prophecies also speak of a savior, as the prophecies usually do, one who will bring order to chaos, only to release chaos on the innocent, one who will restore the balance, only to finally break it.
That doesn't sound like a savior.
The word in my tongue is Kanang La. Literally translated, it means the small seed who grew to a tall tree.
You want to kill chaos?
Can I ask you a few questions?
Yes.
Could you tell me a little bit about yourself, Abnaxis?
Me? About myself? We, the Venar, are not good at speaking of ourselves. We always know who we are, and so we have no need to tell each other.
Well, are you married? Do you have kids? Or perhaps your people don't marry?
Yes, we do marry, and we always know who we are to be with, because our future is also our past, and so we also know our children even though, according to your reckoning, they have yet to be born. My wife will be, the beautiful Abyanda. She lives by the Bay of Fire in the east. She gave birth to our 3 female children, Abratha, Abalexa, Abpalmana.
How long has it been since you last saw them?
I see them now, April Ryan. Do not forget I perceive time in a different manner from your kind. I have given them your regards.
Well, say hi to them for me. Why did you come here to Marcuria?
I was chosen to be ambassador to Ireed when I showed a talent for seeing the flow of time from one point to the next. I was trained for a long time in locking myself into a single moment to communicate and understand your world. My people do not normally involve themselves with others, but the Veil has forced us to do so.
Why don't the Venar want to involve themselves with humans?
In the wrong hands, our knowledge is dangerous. To know of the possible fluctuating futures, this can be a weapon to some who flow with time. We cannot interfere with your time. We are not allowed.
Who says?
The balance, the Guardian. The Guardian watches not only the balance between worlds, but also the balance within. Time is in balance, and if this balance is upset, the Guardian would know.
I thought the Guardian was gone.
So he is, and that makes it even more crucial to my people that we preserve the balance and not upset it. Chaos is our enemy, April Ryan, and we do our part to keep it at bay, as do you.
Are you planning on ever going back to your people?
When we pass through the veil to the other side and time yet again opens up, I will return to my people. I look forward to that day. I miss my people, and it is hard to
He is
speak
not in
with
the
your
tour, no.
kind. It makes me tired.
I know what you mean. I'm a stranger here too.
You will bring us through the veil, April Ryan, and then we can both leave this place and go home.
Where is your home, Abnaxis?
Across the border mountains and north, to where the forests are evergreen, and where in winter the land turns white.
Do you know Father Tobias?
Tobias is a faithful servant of the balance, and he is a good man. He leads the sentinel down a narrow path, but he never wavers. We are friends.
So, I can trust him?
Trust is a concept which often puzzles me. Amongst my people there is never distrust. We always know the truth. But amongst your people, amongst those who flow with time, trust is important, a fragile thing. But yes, I do think Tobias is to be trusted fully. I cannot see beyond the veil, but up to that point there is no thread in which he betrays your trust, April Ryan.
Have you heard of a man named Cortez?
No, I have not. But that does not mean I do not know him. Names are often fleeting, April Ryan.
He's well, some have called him my mentor, others a nutcase. I'm not sure which it is, but I'm leaning towards the former.
Your mentor? He is a shifter as well?
No, I don't think so. He doesn't travel. Shift between Stark and Arcadia.
I do not see him in my life, April Ryan. I do not know him. Beyond the veil, perhaps, but not before.
Thanks, Abnaxis.
You are always welcome, April Ryan.
I need some help in my quest.
Yes, you did.
It's a good bit. Yeah, no, absolutely.
And what did you answer?
That I will help you as much as I can, but in the end...
I'm on my own. I've heard that one before.
What do you know about dragons?
What do you know about dragons?
I do not know much about the kin, but I do know a little. Perhaps it will help you, perhaps not. The Dryak kin came to this world a very, very long time ago, before the dawn of man, before the divide. The Venar had yet to learn to be outside time, and there were few other peoples on Earth. The kin played an important part in the divide, in separating magic from science, and in the founding of the Fathers, the Sentinel, to watch over the balance. It is said that after the divide of the 4 Dryak kin that came to Earth, 2 went to Stark, and 2 to Arcadia. But that was a long time ago, 12,000 of your years. I do not know what has become of them since.
You don't know where I may find these Drykin?
No, the white of the Dryakin, the mother, has, according to legend, been sighted. The tale of the silver spear of Gorimon speaks of the mother and her child. Though I think this is but a tale, and far from the truth.
This story is called The Silver Spear of Gorimon?
Yes, unfortunately I do not have this book myself.
A book. Beyond Good and Evil.
I do not know of anyone who does.
Beyond Good and Evil is a good game. I played that a few years back. I want to say like 3 or 4 years ago, maybe. I had fun.
What about the other dragon, the other Dryakin?
Of the Dryakin, I only know of the mother, the white of the kin, although I have heard tell of a god who fell from the sky into the ocean a great long time ago. But this may also be just a tale.
What else do you know about this god who fell from the sky?
Only what I have told you. Someone with greater knowledge of the ocean and the creatures that live beneath its surface may be able to tell you more.
All right, so that's just gonna be the same line.
What else do you know about this?
Only what...
Okay.
Have you heard of a disc that works as a key to the Guardian's realm?
Yes, but very little. It has been spoken of in the Ireed Council only recently, brought to attention by the Tyrant Ambassador. He wished to know where it is kept.
And what was the answer?
No one at the council knows or admitted to knowing, and the ambassador was asked to speak with the Sentinel, which he is unlikely to concede to. The Tyrant are allied with the Vanguard, and so are in political and ideological opposition with the Sentinel. I know Vestrum Tobias. He would not speak a word with the Tyrant, nor the Vanguard. Not unless it was to challenge their philosophies.
So you don't know where I can find the disc?
No. Ask Vestrum Tobias.
Do you know anything about a rift leading to the Guardian's realm?
I have heard speak of such a thing. I believe it was where the tower was built and the divide created. When the earth was one, it might still be open.
Any idea where it is?
I am afraid the Venar were never very involved in the affairs of the Sentinel, nor took any part in the divide except to agree to the necessity of it. We had little choice but to concede. We are a magical people. We need the balance, because we could not survive without magic.
How would I go about fighting chaos?
Fighting chaos?
You cannot fight chaos. It is not so simple.
He's had some rough
To
weeks.
oppose chaos, one must return order to that which has been affected by chaos, and thus reduce its powers. But this is not something everyone can do. Only those ordained by the balance can embark on such a dangerous task and survive.
All right.
That's about it for now.
I am glad I could be of assistance, April Ryan.
All right. So is about my question? Does that just take us back to? Okay. Yeah.
That's
yeah.
I am.
All right.
Thanks for
Goodbye. Blessings of the balance to you, April Ryan. And may your journey have been a long and fruitful one.
Is he just gonna peace out? All right. Now he's gonna sit there. Can I sit on the chair? I mean, Ireland's real in every world. It's just how it works. Can I go? Is there? Oh, I can't go upstairs. I can't just raid his shit.
Ruminations on the Chaos Principle by Roar Agastanja. The Death of a Vinar by Gale. A Brief History of the Northlands by Minstrom Lenier. By the look of it, it's not all that brief at all. Lord of the Rings. In Arcadian, I guess classic fiction really does cross all borders. The Psychology of Stickmen by G. Godager. Principles of Waging a Winning War Against Superior Forces by General Hen Solber. Surviving the Border Mountains by Tomi Strand. Ruminations on the Chaos Principle by Roar
We had to see what books he
Agastanja.
had.
The Death of a Vinar by Gale.
All right. Anything else that we gotta poke around here? Yeah, in Arcadian, right? That's. Don't even know what the Elvish bits are like.
It's a flower bed.
Still don't know what the Book of Secrets is, but hey. Yeah, those are good book titles for sure. Let's see here. Are we gonna go back to the marketplace? I wonder if we can continue our job. Our. Oh, I think they said Arcadian, not Acadian. Because Arcadia is the fantasy world. Did she actually say Acadian? I thought she said Arcadia.
Hey, you, what's going on? Why didn't you deliver any maps yesterday?
I wasn't around, sorry.
Well, there are more maps to be delivered, and my customers are getting very impatient. Did you deliver the map to the Rolling Man?
I mean, I don't know. This is a my understanding is this is a well-loved adventure game. Maybe you
I'll
do.
give you your next delivery. Here's your next delivery, a map of the Northlands to a Tun Lyak staying at the Journeyman.
The Journeyman Inn?
And be quick about it. She's been waiting since the day before yesterday.
Oh my god. The anti-penultimate day? So I have a coin in my, yeah, I have coins. I have coin. Oh my god. I have coin. Y'all know what that means.
That's the guy in charge of the Cups game.
How about a game of Cups today?
Cups.
Okay, let's go.
Just place your bet, investment, on the table and the game will begin.
Here's my coin. Now, how do I play?
I place one cup on top of your coin like so.
Oh.
Then I shuffle them like so.
Oh my god.
Now, you guess which cup hides your coin. If you get it right, you win another coin. 3 in a row, and you win a prize.
Oh. Okay. Can I use items? Oh, I can. The magnetic screwdriver. Is there anything else that's active? Is it just that? Yeah, okay. Oh.
Hey, that cup moved. Nothing happened. Nothing happened.
Aha! Well, there we got our winner then.
I have absolutely no idea. So I'll just take a wild guess and choose this one.
That's correct, but that's... You used magic, didn't you? You used your magic wand.
Nope, no magic.
Nah, your amulet didn't light up, did it?
No, but it's
Magnets, how do
impossible.
they work?
Because you use magic yourself? Because nobody's supposed to ever win your game? They have a name for people like you, sir. Con artist.
What? I'm outraged! I'm outraged!
Whatever. I want my prize.
Prize? You don't get a prize for winning once! Especially when you're cheating, you cheat!
You want me to call the city guard? I demand a prize.
Oh, by the gods of gambling. Here, take this and leave me be.
What did I get?
A calculator? Where did you get this?
A calculator?
No, won it off some guy who got it from someone else who's supposedly been in stock. It's it's a valuable souvenir from the mysterious and elusive world of logic. Now, would you please let me be? Let someone else play. Yes?
Oh.
It's the traditional game of cups in which you stand no chance of ever winning. The fun part is seeing just how much you can possibly lose in one go.
We got a calculator.
Strangely enough, it's an old-fashioned calculator. Like the ones they used back in, like, the Elizabethan times.
Elizabethan times. Every time she talks about something that we would relate to as like being like, you know, roughly in our lifetimes, and she's like, actually, it's 18th century. It's a good bit. It makes me laugh every time. See if it mixes with anything. I don't think it does, but yeah, okay. Can we use anything on him? Can we give him? Actually, wait, let me talk to him first.
I'm not talking to you, you cheat!
Here, what if I gave you the thing though?
I'll make a trade with you. My magic wand for one of your prizes, and then I'll leave your game alone.
What's the catch?
No catch. You get a magic wand, and I get one of your exotic prizes.
All right, fair enough. Which prize would you like?
Go Birds.
It's an important choice, so I'll think about it before I decide.
Very well.
Go Birds.
But honor our agreement. And for the love of the balance,
getting the
don't
bird.
sell that magic wand to anyone but me.
I want the bird.
You still interested in a trade? My magic wand for one of your exotic prizes.
Which prize would you like to trade for?
I haven't decided yet.
Very well.
Do I need to like examine the bird?
It's a talking bird.
I
wonder if that's supposed to be anybody in particular, or just any old head. It's a talking bird.
Yeah, it seems like I need to know something first. Maybe I need a reason to want the bird. I can't give him anything else, right? It's just the screwdriver. Okay. You know what? Let's go talk to the because he said like don't sell it to anyone else, which to me implies we should maybe do something else and then come back. Actually, can I click on the no, okay. Sorry, I just had to check. I tried to talk to the bird, but she's just like, it's a talking bird, but she doesn't talk to the bird. Like, what are you doing? If I said it was a talking bird, I would talk to the bird.
Good morning, Tobias.
Is he gonna turn around and look at me? Yeah, motherfucker.
Why, it's April, my friend.
Oh yeah, we did. Who is the bird? Was it?
Come to visit us again.
Who was the bird's owner?
So it appears. I didn't exactly
meet
come here
them.
by choice this time, though.
Oh, How so, if I may ask?
In a weird and twisted way, it's nothing out of what's become the substitute for ordinary.
That's
in my
right.
life.
That's right. Oh
One
yeah,
second
the
I was
guy
in
on the
my
treasure
room in Newport.
chest.
The next, I
That's
was
right.
in a dark alley in Marcuria.
You must have opened a shift while you were sleeping. Good. This means you are learning to harness your magic.
Yeah, I guess, except I don't think I'll be able to get back home again. And this time, my mentor, Cortez, has no idea that I'm here.
Ah, but I'm sure you will find a way to channel and control your power soon. In the meantime, is there anything I can do to help?
Well, tell me about. Yeah, I want to know about the dragons, though.
I need to locate the 2 dragons that reside in Arcadia.
The Drykin?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, man.
What's the
Whatever.
difference?
What's the difference?
Dragons is a word from your world. The kin are not what they have become in your legends and fairy tales.
But they're real, aren't they?
Oh, as real as you and me, April. And old. They have been here since before our time. As you probably remember, the kin were instrumental in the Divide, saving mankind from a terrible end. But I know so little. Only what I can remember from my studies when I was a minstrel at the Enclave.
Well, how can I get more info, dog?
How can I get more information on the Dratkin?
Books, daughter, books. The wisdom of the ages. There is one tome you
He
should
said
study
read a book.
called The Secrets of the Drykin by Minstrom Elniak. It is old but informative, and it captures the imagination.
Where can I find this book?
Pay a visit to the Sentinel Enclave, located outside the city to the east. The great library of the Enclave contains every book ever written by
Enclave?
an Arcadian minstrel,
Uh-oh.
and most others as well. Speak with Minstrom Yerin, the keeper of books. Tell him I sent you.
That seems like important info.
I need to find the entrance to the Guardian's realm.
There is one. You are right in that, but where, I would not venture to guess. In the past, when the time came for the Guardian to step down and another to take his or her place, the Guardian opened a gateway wherever it was needed. A Guardian, still in full control of the balance, can invite anyone in, and let anyone out. But with the Guardian gone, the only way in would be the point where the Divide was first created, where the tower was built.
Isn't that location written down somewhere?
Remember that this was done on the old Earth before the Divide. After the Divide, after the creation of Stark and Arcadia, places were shifted about. This entrance may not even be on the ground anymore.
What do you mean?
It could be up there, in the sky, or far below us, through the crust of the earth into the molten depths below. I cannot say, and I do not know anyone who could.
Isn't there any way to locate the entrance to the Guardian's realm?
Perhaps with careful investigation of the old texts, histories of Arcadia, of the Divide, the scriptures. I do not know, April, but it cannot hurt to look.
This guy keeps saying read a
Again,
book.
You will find these texts at the Sentinel Enclave. Speak with Minstrom Yerin.
I need to locate the disc that unlocks the Guardian's tower.
The disc that is the key? Yes, it is needed. It might even restore balance, provided the new Guardian accompanies it to the tower, of course. But you wish to find the disc yourself?
I have to. Cliché or not, it's our only hope.
You do this often, then? You know, save worlds?
It's an expression.
He does have a little bit of that
Heroism in my
cadence,
world is
yeah,
more of a
Brack.
cliché than anything else.
I do not understand. But then I am merely a servant of the balance, while you are more. But yes, the disc. As I told you once before, when the Earth was divided, and the realm of the Guardian created, a disc was forged in the Well of Making. The disc was to serve two purposes: as a key to the Tower of Balance should it become necessary to enter it in the Guardian's absence, and as a replacement for the disc that is already in the tower should it be broken. The tower is now abandoned and locked, and the old disc shattered. I do think the time is right for the second disc to be brought
Yo,
forward
disc
and
2?
used.
God damn, let's go.
Where is the disc now?
At first, more than 12,000 years ago, it was kept in the open, at the Sentinel Enclave outside Marcuria. However, when thieves attempted to make away with the disc, it was taken away,
Why?
so that the 4 parts of the disc could be divided amongst 4 of the magical people of Arcadia. People who would have nothing to gain from the balance being compromised.
It's gonna be Juggernaut on PS1 when we get to that. Oh, you want to do this now? Put in a different disc, clown.
What people were the disc divided amongst?
This I cannot tell
Among
you.
Us?
I am not sure anyone remembers now, but it would be in the scriptures, I am certain.
What
Read a
scriptures?
book.
The scriptures of the balance. There are 13 of them.
Amongst us.
13 is a strong number, rich in tradition, and
William
did you know the
Shakespeare's
Irene
Amongst
High
Us.
Council consists of 13 ministers? No, of course you don't. 13 was also the number of the fathers who begat the Sentinel, and who built the Tower of Balance.
Where can I find the scriptures of the balance?
Again, you will find these texts at the Sentinel Enclave.
Again.
Speak with Minstrom Yerin.
I need help getting back home.
Unfortunately, I'm in no better state today to help you shift than I was the day before yesterday. You are the one with the talent, and so you must learn to use that talent.
All right. Yeah, so we already got that stuff. He tells us about the library.
Thank you, Tobias.
Good to know I could help you, April.
So I'm wondering now if we get a straight accessibility to the Enclave Sentinel or whatever it was. Let's see. Let's check the city map. It seems like the natural place to go. I feel like in this game, as much as it can be tempting to like poke around in corners, like sometimes you do need to just access things. Like, oh, here we go. Oh, is this a library?
Some kind of sandstone, very malleable, but also very vulnerable to the elements. These cliffs probably have huge, naturally formed caves and tunnels. It's a circular hollow about 20 centimeters across and about 5 centimeters deep. It's a small recess about the size of my fist with a thin duct extending from the recess to the circular hollow in the middle of the floor. There are 3 others just like it, arranged with equal distance to each other in a circle and all connected via a duct to the center of the floor. The dragon's mouth is pointing straight down at the middle of the floor. It's a small recess about the size of my fist with a thin duct extending from the recess to the circular hollow in the middle of the floor. It's emerald green, teeming with life and caring.
I was like, yeah, I did just. That is correct. We did just fight the Enclave. Blew up their oil rig. The game turns out the game was rigged from the start. Oh, stairs. That's right. Oilers. We got Oilers' number on them. You know.
It's one of the Sentinel Minstrel.
Oh, goodness me, I didn't hear you come in. By the way, you haven't seen Volume 6 of the complete annotated history of the Northlands, have you? I could have sworn it was here yesterday.
It seems like a really bad place to keep books. Like the amount of moisture
Must have taken it.
and the elements.
I try to tell them to write down what they borrow on the
I
list,
just don't
but
know
they
about
never
this.
Listen. Only last week, I spent 3 hours searching the entire Enclave for the second scripture of the balance, the scripture of song, before I realized that Vestrum Tobias was studying it back in the city. Now, such incidents could be avoided if only, and this applies to you too, young lady, people would sign out the books they borrow when they borrow them.
Getting scolded
and
by a
sign them back
librarian.
in when they're done. Such a simple procedure. It shouldn't take more than a few seconds to jot down your name and the name of the book you borrow. It makes my job so much easier. Now, which book did you want me to find for you?
Are you Minstrom Yaren?
Yes, of course. What a silly question.
How would I know? I don't know you.
I am Minstrom Yeren, keeper of the great library of Marcuria. In fact, this is the greatest library of all the Northlands. Perhaps of the entire world, although they say the Dark People have a library as big, if not bigger, than this one. But of course, we're not allowed anywhere near there. Have you been there?
I don't think...
What a silly question. Of course you haven't. You're not of the Dark People, are you? You don't look like any Dark People I've ever seen, so I can't see how you could possibly... Now, where did Volume 6 disappear to?
Tobias said I should talk with you.
Tobias? Vestrum Tobias? I haven't seen him for...
I also need to know.
He was in last
My
week.
assumption would be like
Before
some
that,
kind
it
of
must have
drow
been
type race, but
days at least.
I guess we'll find out.
Still eating enough for 2 mules? I must tell you of this funny story I heard the other day, of how Vestrum Tobias eats enough for a table full of minstrum, or was it one Elguan? Although the Elguan don't as a rule eat very much at all. Did you know that the Elguan can smell water more than half a day's journey away? Amazing, amazing creatures, perfectly suited for life in the desert. The balance provides, that's for certain. The balance provides.
Vestrum Tobias recommended that I look at some books.
Books is what we do best here at the Enclave, that is for certain. Which book would you like to see?
Looking for a story?
I'm looking for a story called The Silver Spear of Gorimon.
Yes, a fanciful tale if I ever saw one, but a charming one. Did you know that I'm often paid visit by adventurers wishing to read everything available on the spear so that they too could set out on their
I mean, I love a foolish quest, I gotta be real.
Yeah, don't you just hate those adventurers?
Well, they pay for my bread, milk, and butter with their contributions to the coffers, so I shouldn't be too critical of them. But they care not about the books. They care only about what the books can give them.
Yeah.
I care. About the books, really.
Really?
I can tell. So, the Silver Spear of Gorimon, then?
Doesn't even seem like a particularly big library. Maybe they just don't have a lot of books here. Maybe they got the printing press in Arcadia.
I did find something of interest. I'll leave it here for you to read.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Silver Gorimon. In the glory days of Bakshiva, before the drought, when Gorimon was the greatest city in the known world, the Perech of Bakshiva decided to forgo the most powerful weapon in the world to challenge the mighty white dragon. The Perech had grown greedy and bored, his treasure hold filled with the riches of the world, and he desired nothing except the one thing he could never have, the unborn daughter of the white dragon, the fairest, purest, most beautiful creature in the universe. He had asked the white dragon for her daughter's hand in marriage, but she had refused, scolding him for his insolence and warning him to keep his distance from mortals. And so the Perech sought the advice of a mighty sorcerer, the dark and cruel Eos, to learn how to kill one of the Draken. The sorcerer told the Perech of the white silver of Mount Tyranny, the strongest substance in Arcadia, and how it could be forged by magic to kill even one of the kin. The Perech ordered his army to go north across the ocean and to bring back enough white silver to shape a weapon. What has been returned with the rare metal, the Perech ordered the finest blacksmith in Bakshiva to his castle, where Eos the sorcerer cast a spell to create an unholy forge. 10 days and 10 nights it took before the exhausted blacksmith could present a tall spear to his emperor. But before the spear could be used to kill one of the kin, it had to be bathed in blood. Beheading the poor blacksmith and the soldiers who had retrieved the white silver from Mount Tyranny. Wow, that's a raw ass deal. The Perech's private bath was filled with their blood as he dropped the silver spear into the red bath, watched over by Eos. A terrible scream erupted and steam rose up in a red, foul-smelling cloud. When the steam lifted, the blood was all gone, and the spear was glowing in a deep red color. Ooh, color as spelled by the Brits. With the terrible weapon now ready to be wielded, the Perech issued a challenge to the White Dragon to either surrender her daughter to him for marriage or to suffer a painful death at his hand. Enraged, the White Dragon refused him yet again and flew to meet the Perech, his sorcerer, and his 1,000-strong army on the green fields outside Gorimon. Of the magical silver spear, she knew nothing, and the Perech kept it wrapped in cloth by his side. Bring your forces around, Perech, warned the White Dragon. If you do not, I will lay waste to them all. I wish my men no harm, lied the Perech, for this is between the two of us. He then rode forward alone and dismounted his horse, but stayed within reach of the spear. The White Dragon landed before him, and she said, "You are brave to face me like this when you know you cannot harm me." And the Perech raised a hand as if to greet her, but it was instead a sign to his sorcerer, the terrible Eos, who cast the mighty spell to hold the White Dragon, while the Perech drew his silver spear. The White Dragon fought bravely, and she was close to escaping the sorcerer's magic. The Perech was quick, and he thrust the magic spear into her chest. She screamed in pain and anger, and the sorcerer's spell could no longer hold her. Rising on her beautiful wings, blood pouring down on the land below, she cursed Bakshiva, her Perech, and her people for all time. Wherever the White Dragon's blood fell, the land turned arid and grass became sand. The Perech sent his army to follow the White Dragon and to bring back her egg, but the drought grew, and within days, the once proud empire of Bakshiva was turning into a desert. Then followed a fierce storm that tore across the land for 100 days and nights, and when the dust settled, there was nothing left of Bakshiva but 2 coastal cities and a few scattered oases. But it is said that in the buried ruins of a lost capital, wrapped in the arms of the Perech who dared test the immortal, rests the silver spear of Gorimon. Damn. Fuck around and find out.
Are you done? Let me take that back for you.
Maybe you don't fight the White Dragon, IMO. What? Is this the same where you get that book from, dog? Where? Okay, whatever.
Oh.
Ah!
Oh, goodness, it's you again. Oh, you gave me such a fright.
Could I see some
Could
more
I see some more books?
Oh, certainly. What a silly question.
Alright, so we already about Gorimon. How about a book on... Oh, I would love a book on
A
the
book on
history
the history of
Mercuria.
Mercuria would be interesting.
Fascinating.
Ah, An extensive subject, to be sure. I will do my best.
I feel like this library just makes me think of the sewers from day one of Parasite Eve.
I did find something of interest. I'll leave it here for you to read.
Oh, yeah. Travels in the Northlands by Jermaine the Discoverer, the first part. In my many years as a traveling poet and bard, I have journeyed far and wide across the fair realm of Arcady, and I have seen sights most people have not dreamed. I have stood on the magnificent and terrible southern capes in the midst of winter, when the storms are at their fiercest, while waves as tall as the towers of Altaban washed over my frozen body. I have witnessed the monstrous beasts that lurk in those dark and deadly waters of the south swallow brave galleons whole. Creatures the size of mountains that with a flick of a tail can touch the depths of the sea and the stars themselves. I have crossed the great ocean from north to south and from east to west, and in the course have been stranded on desert islands with no sustenance but what I could gather from the sparse vegetation for months at a time. I have ridden the giant Elguan across Changangriel, the wasteland from Altaban to Monterba, and further south where the Taruk, the oasis, are few and far between. And I have seen the shifting dunes above the ruins of Goriman, precious jewel of the Bakshivan Empire, concealed for centuries by the coarse and treacherous sand. And I have journeyed far west, carried on goodwill and destiny by shadow ships, to the strange and unknown cliffs of a world unseen by most, a world of an unfamiliar tongue and customs, a world of great wonder and mysticism. I have seen all this and more, but the fairest sights still I have seen in the lands of the north, from Ireed to the border mountains, from Tyran to the Bay of Fire. No sight can ever compare to dawn at Mount Tyranny, looking out to the plains of Nidra where wild stallions run free in the thousands, and to look on the city of Coruscant, the pearl of fire, while the boiling sun sets in the ocean beyond, the slow waves reflecting dark yellow and red as they lap slowly upon the sandy shores, is an experience truly treasured and ne'er forgotten. These lands are blessed by the Creator, shaped by men, yet wild and free and fertile, home to the greatest cities, the most precious sights, and the most cultured and civilized people in Arcady. Of all the fires I have rested my weary legs by, of all the taverns where I have learned the legends of tale spinners and memorized the songs of bards, of all the lands where I have wandered from city to village, it is to the Northlands I return time and time again to learn ever more. Join me now, for I will evoke in you the very emotions I first experienced when visiting the sights and treasures of the northern lands. Join me, and I will surely bring you there, to the exotic midst of this blessed land, and you will pine for its rugged coast and green woods and its hardy people, and like me, you will ne'er rest until you can return to yonder shores. We're doing poems? Marcuria. Oh, Marcuria, thou unkempt diamond, of capitals thou art by truth the fairest. Thy counsel many seek, for knowledge kept within is centuries sought and gathered. By men wiser than the ages brought hither, by word of mouth, Marcuria, changed thou not the course of war. Between thine people, diplomat, wise man, magician, all this and more. Thou hast without equal the mark of merit and virtue. Written by Jermaine Earthrin, the poet. The august capital of Ireed, the unified country, Marcuria lies on the hardy southern coast of the Northlands, halfway between Tyrone and Coruscant. It is a port of call for merchants, traders, adventurers, and pilgrims from all four continents. A place of commerce and diplomacy for millions of humans and other species. Typo, send Jermaine straight to the gallows. Ireed is a strong and proud land perched between the plains of Nedra to the north, the land of the Tyrant to the west, the great sea to the south, and the forests of the Northlands to the east, and inhabited by humans, Dolmari, Tyrant, Mole People, and Venar. Ireed was formed after Marcuria emerged as a major center for diplomacy and trade, and became the banner under which the surrounding lands united as one. Ireed is a democracy currently led by the Chief Council of the Ireed Flag, Lord Igvan Dellin. The High Council, composed of the ministers who govern by representation, resides in the Marcurian Hall of Assembly, flanked by the Palace and the Barracks. The Iredes are traditionalists, and their form of government has barely changed over the last few millennia. In High Tongue, Ireed means unification or assembly. Marcuria is one of the largest cities of Arcadia, the capital of Ireed, and a center for trade, diplomacy, and cultural diversity. Populated by a large variety of races, from human to Venar, Marcuria has grown from its origins as the birthplace of humanity to a city of all Arcadians and the hub of the civilized world. Founded 20,000 years ago at the shore of the then unconquerable ocean, it is the first known permanent settlement of the emerging human race. Initially left to its own devices by more developed races, Marcuria grew large and fat and wealthy. With newfound confidence, it passed through a period of expansion, which gained it a reputation as a merciless aggressor, which soon brought violent attention from the Tyrant in the west and the Dolmari in the north. After years of war, Marcuria was decimated and subsequently rebuilt with sufficient reinforcements to weather attacks from both sea and land. Peaceful times followed, whereupon Marcuria settled into the role it has in today's Arcadia. Although all surrounding areas fall under its jurisdiction, there is sufficient self-governing and few central taxes to appease all but the most disgruntled. The huge areas of farmland around the city benefit from the well-kept roads, markets, and the busy export to other lanes. Nearby villages benefit from the military might of Marcuria, protecting them against roving barbarians and tyrant armies. And Marcuria also provides the people of the Northlands with one of the best and busiest ports in Arcadia, allowing travel to distant destinations around the world.
Are you done? Let me take that back for you.
Are you done? Are you done? All right, so I guess we'll ask him about the first point.
Oh,
Oh,
goodness, it's you again. Oh, you can...
Could I see some more?
Oh, certain.
I'm looking for...
No matter. I know a great deal about most of the books in here. What topic intrigues you?
I need to find out which four magical people of Arcadia were given a piece of the stone disc that serves as the key to the Guardian's realm.
The stone disc of the balance, yes? Yes. There could possibly be something on that in... let me check. Just one moment. I did find something of interest. I'll leave it here for you to read.
All right, time for some more reading. Chapter 16, in the 8th scripture, the scripture of breaking. Regarding the disc of the balance and the events that came about when the disc was broken. The scriptures tell us that the disc was kept at the Enclave for many thousands of years, safely guarded from any threat by the respect held by every man and woman for the authority of the fathers. But with dissent came disobedience, and disobedience brought immorality, and immorality begat theft. Tyrant soldiers, aided by sentinel traitors, attempted to make away with the disc, but were thwarted by the Wight of the Kin herself, intervening, although forbidden to do so, on behalf of the fathers. The disc was brought safely back to the Enclave, but the threat would linger in the minds of the Minstrum and the Vestrum, so it became that the disc was melted in the forge of the dragon's mouth, shaped into the elements of 4 magical people, and given to those respective people for safekeeping until such a time when it was decreed that the disc should once more be whole. 1 stone to the gentle souls that sing in the dark and shape the earth between their toes. 1 stone to the watchers of the woods, the ones who are outside. 1 stone to the 2 that make one of air and of sea. And 1 stone to the keepers of the dark flame, the eternally dark, the mariners. Oh, maybe the dark people are like mermen. That could be what the dark people are. When the time comes for the disc to be whole again, 1 person will make a journey to the 4 who hold the pieces, and the pieces will be given willingly, because there will be no doubt to the righteousness of this person.
Are you done? Let me take that back for you.
All right. I love a good journey to collect all the elemental pieces. Who doesn't? What?
Oh, goodness, it's you again. Oh, you gave me such a fright.
Could I see some more books?
Oh, certainly.
I'm looking.
No, ma'am.
I already read that.
I'd like to learn more about dragons, about the Dragkin.
Oh, yes, yes. We have some wonderful books on that topic. Stay here.
So we already read some of the other book. We might be almost through the library here. The hardest level of the longest journey, the library, just like Halo. Oh yeah, I mean we're just reading books. We're learning about the lore. I'm kind of not sure what we're gonna do with this information in terms of the immediate next step, but perhaps there'll be something that'll point me in a particular direction.
I did find something of interest. I'll leave it here for you to read.
I mean, also, maybe I'll just go back to Tobias and talk to him about it. Secrets of the Dragkin by Minstrum Elyak. The Dragkin are known by many names throughout the Twin Worlds. In Altung, they are often referred to as Drakkin. In some variations of Low Tongue, Drekin. In the Southlands, the word Dragich refers specifically to the winged lizard shape traditionally associated with the kin. In Earhad, the eternal spirits of the kin are called simply Drak, regardless of their current shape. In Stark, most cultures refer to the kin as dragon, though this usually refers only to the winged lizard-like shape and not to the spirit inhabiting the shape. In fact, while in Arcady, the kin are respected and revered as eternal spirits with great significance in the balance, and the all in Stark, the kin are mostly creatures, in the balance and the all. In Stark, the kin are mostly creatures of mythology and fairy tales. However, in some Stark legends and scriptures, and notably the Christian Bible, the name dragon is associated with the forces of evil, and thus the religious connotations do seem to have carried over in a somewhat distorted form. Who or what are the Dragkin? Why not ask who is the creator or what is the all? Questions thus asked will remain in perpetuity unanswered, for they are in truth unanswerable. To condense all knowledge of the creator into one answer is futile, as is any attempt to define the all without describing every single element that makes up the all. So also with the Draic kin. We cannot answer who is the kin or what is the kin, but we can provide some answers to the simpler questions, the questions that deal with what we see and hear and feel, and what we have been told by the kin themselves. Answers that together may give us, if only the faintest hint of the whole truth, then at least some indication of who or what the Draic kin are. Born of the emptiness between the stars, reads the 11th scripture of the balance, the scriptures of time. Shaped in unison with the all, part of the all, yet outside the all, Draic kin. Note the ancient high tongue variation of Draic kin. Yeah, just casual dump here. Why so many variations and interpretations of the Draic kin from culture to culture? The kin have always been shrouded in mystery, and from mystery rises legend and myth. The kin seem content to be seen as nothing but tall tales and figments of a bard's fertile imagination. Has the first truly exciting development in the Soulsborne series in years? What is that, Archie? I haven't been following any news about Night Rain. Archers are able to backstep. Oh, thank God. I'm gonna step away I'll be right back. There's a part of me that's kind of like surprised that archery is even a thing. My impression of those games was that if you wanted to do ranged combat in Souls games, you were just gonna use magic. That was like what I've heard. I've not played any of those games myself, so I don't actually know that.
Let me take that back for you.
All right, so we've gotten a lot of info here. Are these things clickable down here? Oh shit, is a wheel? How do I interact with the wheel? Oh, can I actually go downstairs? Oh. Oh, God.
It's a rusty wheel.
Put hands on it.
It's stuck.
It's not ready for that. Can I use anything on it? Not right now. Can I flood the library? That seems like a decent thing to do. All right.
Oh,
Ah!
good.
Could I see?
Oh, certainly.
All right. So, I don't think
I'm
we.
looking.
No matter.
Yeah. Okay. We already.
I forget.
I know how it is. I forget things all the time. I even forgot my own name once. Couldn't remember it for a whole week, and then someone called for me, and I couldn't find him. Strangest thing.
All right. So, I think the Arcadian Folktales is the last
I'd
thing.
like to read some Arcadian folktales.
A favored topic of mine. I have just what you're looking for.
Just what I needed. Sometimes you just love to read some Arcadian folktales.
I did find something of interest. I'll leave it here for you to read.
What if I just took all the books and left? What are you gonna do, buddy? Sadra, the faithful wife. Sadra was married to a brute of a man named Care. He was a bully who drank, cursed, gambled, and beat up his wife when he had lost coins at the cups table. Still, Sadra treated Care with respect and care. She fed him when he was hungry. She made his bed and washed his back, and she laid down with him when he told her to. She never complained of her hardships to anyone, even though some days she woke up with bruises all over her body. Despite her husband's treatment, Sadra was a beautiful woman with lovely dark hair and green eyes, and men would admire her when she went to the market for food, or the town? Or the town well for water. But none dared approach her, fearing her dangerous husband more than they admired her beauty and grace. People would say, poor Sadra, she deserves better than what she has. She is so good and patient, even though her husband mistreats her every day. But no one was willing to do anything to free her from her husband, as they all feared his wrath. She chooses her own path, they would say, and it is not our duty to interfere. Then one day, a tall and handsome prince rode into town to visit with the elder council. When he spotted Sadra carrying 2 heavy buckets from the well to her home on the edge of town, he was taken with her beauty and youth, and he jumped down from his horse to help her carry her buckets home. On the way, he offered Sadra courtship, but when told she was already married, he bowed respectfully and excused himself for acting inappropriately. That night, Sadra's husband heard about the prince helping his wife, and after striking her down for letting royalty interfere with her duties, he strode drunkenly, for he had already had his usual fill of dark ale, towards the tavern where the prince and his cohorts were staying. When Kara arrived at the tavern, the prince was eating dinner, and when told Sadra's husband was there to see him, the prince stood and waved the man closer. I must congratulate you on your good taste in marriage, said the prince. For your wife is the most beautiful and good-hearted woman I have ever met. And then he offered Carrie a seat and a tall mug of ale. But the angry husband did not appreciate the prince's advances, and he drew a sword and lunged at the prince before his guards could react. The prince was quick and lucky to avoid certain death, and before Carrie could make a second strike, the prince had recovered his sword from where it stood by the wall and stood ready to fight the brute. Leave him be, called the prince when his guards drew arms and ran to protect their liege. This is between him and me. Smiling briefly, he nodded his head to Kare and stood to attention. Obviously, his skill with the sword was formidable. Kare, a coward at heart, knew that if he fought fairly, he would surely die, and he sheathed his sword, but loosened the knife he had tucked up his long sleeve. My pardon, prince, said Kare. My love for my wife is such that I am blinded by jealousy. I offer you friendship and apologies. He extended an open hand to the prince and smiled a broad lizard's smile. The prince, unaware of Kare's mistreatment of his faithful wife, smiled back, put down his sword, and extended his own hand. Your apology is accepted, sir. Then suddenly, Kare's knife was in his hand and moving in a blur towards the prince's exposed throat. Had it not been for the quick eye of a nearby guard, who with the broad side of his sword struck Kare on the side of his head, the prince would have been dead. The knife carved a deep scar in the prince's shoulder, but did no serious harm. Kare was taken away to the town prison to be judged when the sun rose. His crime was surely punishable by death, especially if Sadra would testify to his cruelty in front of the judge. Free of Kare's tyranny, the townspeople now spoke of Sadra suffering by her husband's hand, but Sadra would not herself, even now, speak against her husband, and instead of being sentenced to death, Kare was sent away to work the king's mines for 25 years. Taken with her faithfulness, the prince yet again offered Sadra courtship. But again, Sadra declined, for she was still a married woman. Then 1 year later, Kare attempted to escape the king's mines by killing 2 guards and climbing the walls, but he was shot down with an arrow and died in agony and disgrace. Again, the prince visited Sadra's town, bringing condolences and a renewed offer of courtship. And this time, Sadra agreed. Months later, the prince and Sadra were married in a glorious ceremony, and when the old king died, the prince became regent and Sadra his queen. She was as good a queen as the land had ever seen, and she was loved dearly until the day she died, and her funeral was the grandest and most tearful in memory. Oh, all right, we're just doing straight up stories. Maybe I won't read all these. All right, I think we've had enough of this. I think we're good here. Oh, it was only 3 pages. Ah, whatever. Fuck it.
Let me take that back for you.
All right. So it goes. Look, sometimes I like to have a little fun reading things. You know, I noticed. What was it? Was it Siberia? Yeah, Siberia had a few parts. Like, or we went into the when we went to the attic, and we read all of the notes of the eccentric inventor. It was a good time. All right, so I feel like we've read everything. We know there's a wheel here. We can't. It doesn't seem like we can interact with the wheel just yet. Yo, hey, Goku. So I don't think there's anything else for us to really do with this dude at this time.
Could I see?
I think we're good. I think we've read everything.
Actually,
I don't feel like... very well, though it is the strangest thing I've heard in a while. How can you not feel like reading?
I'll see you later.
Just out. I mean, look, sometimes you just gotta scare librarians. Gotta throw the book at them. Well, I wonder, like, can I give this guy anything? Nah, okay. Had to check. Did I even remark upon this before?
The dragon's mouth is pointing straight down at the middle of the floor.
All right. So, what did we learn from all this? What did we learn? I'm gonna go with my first instincts. Let's talk to Tobias. He's gonna turn
Are you
around.
busy?
And yep. Thank you.
I'm never too busy for you, April. What may I assist you with today?
Oh.
Isn't there any way to locate the entrance to the
Maybe
Guardian's
nothing new
Well?
here.
Perhaps with careful investigation of the old texts, histories of Arcadia, of the divine.
Did I not talk to the guy about the scriptures?
I do not know, April, but it cannot hurt to look. Again, you will find these texts.
I don't feel like I remember reading the scriptures.
Where can I find the scriptures of the balance?
Again, you will find.
Thank you.
Good day.
Did we read anything in those scriptures? I don't feel like we did. Oh, I do have a map for some of the tavern. You're right. You are right about that. That is something I can do. Well, let's go check the library one more time while we're thinking about
Some
it.
kind of sandstone, but gritty.
And then, but gritty? Did you say gritty? Ah!
Could I see?
Oh, shit.
I'm looking.
No.
Oh, I guess that was the scripture, the disc being split. Okay, all right. I guess that was the scripture.
Actually,
All right, let's go deliver.
bye now.
Let's go deliver the map then. I didn't realize that bit was scripture, but I guess it was.
Excuse me?
Yes? Oh, it is you.
Talking about you.
I'm looking for a guest of yours, Tun Lyak.
The sailor? She is looking for work today, I'm afraid. With most of the ships moored to the docks for balance knows how long, it is difficult for sailors to find work.
Do you know when Tun Lyak is expected back?
I could not tell you, child, but from what I know of the ships in harbor, she will not find one that needs a navigator anytime soon.
All
Thank
right,
you,
sounds
ma'am.
like we're going to the docks.
You're welcome, child.
Assorted cargo. Nice day for it.
Not really, no.
Why aren't you out at sea?
Do you see the sail on that barge over there?
Yes.
Is it flapping?
What?
Is it flapping? Is the sail flapping in the wind?
No.
And why is that then?
Because it's not windy?
Exactly.
Well, can't you just use oars or something?
Oh, what an excellent idea. Now, why didn't we think of that? Of course. Oars! By Jaw's stunted left arm, that's it. Why have we been moored to the dock for a month with our merchandise dropping in value when we could have just rowed our way to Guienne?
Are you being sarcastic?
Sarcastic? Me? What in Jaw's name makes you think that?
How long's it been since the last wind?
Near a month. Ever since that accursed alchemist put some kind of spell on the wind.
Cursed alchemist.
The Moja'll be cursed if I know why. But it's a bloody catastrophe. I've sent some good people of mine up north to deal with him. But not one has returned. Now the Areed High Council speak of sending an entire army platoon to sort him out. But I'm afraid that just might piss him off.
Who's this alchemist who cast a spell on the wind?
I believe his name is Clax. Roper Clax. Lives in a bloody rock somewhere up north, beyond Riverwood.
Do you know anything about a god that fell from the sky into the sea?
Of course. You find fallen gods most everywhere these days. They're an air and a hand.
Really?
No, of course not. There are no fallen gods in the sea. It wouldn't make much sense, would it? If the sea was full of gods just lying about the seabed.
So you've never heard of such a thing happening?
Now you got it.
Thanks for the chat.
Aye.
Alright. Well, this guy's an asshole as usual. Let's go check in our little old pirate. Yeah, our old sailor friend.
Looks like a lifetime at sea has left its tracks on him.
And it be looking like a lifetime of shooting your mouth off be taking its toll on yous.
Wow. Wow. Okay.
Hello again, old man.
It be you.
I'd love to hear some more maritime stories.
Sure, sweetie, I'd be happy to. What story you be wanting to hear?
Oh, I wonder if he has a story about a fallen god.
Have you heard a story about a god who fell from the sky into the sea?
Aye, that I be having. Although that be a story of man-eating mermen who ravaged the sea of songs, swallowing sailors whole and spitting their bones out to dry. Are you sure you be up for hearing such a cruel tale?
Many people getting called out.
I've heard worse.
Ye be a tough little lady, be you not? All right. Well, like I be telling yous, the Sea of Song surrounding the island kingdom of Guienne be a treacherous sea where countless vessels have disappeared without a trace. Now, this be near 30 long winters ago, mind, during me second term as captain of the trader Lucky Lady. We've been crossing the Sea of Songs for 2 seasons, and we'd yet to be seeing any sign of the dreaded bloodthirsty mermen who lurk in the waters off the Guienne coast. That night we be laying still with our sails down, awaiting the wind to pick up and carry us north to Mercuria, when we be hearing a frightful scream a-coming from the port side of the Lady Luck. I be the first to rush over on account of me having me arm down the apple barrel. We just been to Arras to pick up 100 barrels of sweet Guienne apples. And as luck would have it, I be there just in time to witness Sally Barney's horrible fate. He be in the water, screaming and waving his arms, and the water around him be red as a midwife's arms after a grueling birth.
I get the picture. Go on.
Then I be seeing, I glimpse a large, shiny, sleek body be pulling Sally down and swallow him whole. It be the mermen come to claim the body of the sailor who dare cross their sea.
Are you sure it wasn't a shark?
What?
Big fish with sharp teeth and dead black eyes and a large triangular fin on top?
You mean a black-eyed snapjaw? I guess it could have been. But it be no snapjaw. It be the dreaded merman of the Sea of Songs.
Where does the sea god fit into all of this?
I be coming to that. You see, the bloodthirsty mermen be not only happy with cannibalizing sailors, but they be sacrificing their own to their dark old sea god.
Actually, unless the mermen are human, they wouldn't really be cannibals if they ate humans.
Blood sacrifices to their dreaded god who lives on the bottom of the sea. Aye, that be the truth of the mermen, fierce and bloodthirsty cannibals of the Sea of Songs.
Thanks. Good story.
Aye.
All right. Did we really get anything? Wait. Did we really get anything out of that?
I'm all storied out for now.
Aye. You tell me when you want.
I mean,
to
yes, we did. We got it. She wrote in her diary, I think.
See you later.
If I not be dead, aye.
I can't give this guy anything, can I? I puts this pipe away. We gotta wait for the animation. I wonder what the calculator is for. All right. Let's just go check our diary. When I asked the Naxos about Drake Canyon, you really know much. I mean, sorry, I'm just going to check these other entries. So, God fell. Maybe a good idea to run this by someone who knows more about myths and legends of the sea, right? So we talked to the old sailor. No concept of the Acadian encounters like. I'm writing an entry in my diary. Tobias told me about a library. Keeper of the book. Okay, so that's the library. Got some useful information of the old man. Claims that the god fell into the sea, worshipped by bloodthirsty cannibal mermen. I have my doubts about. Okay. If anybody knows about this god, it would be all right. So chances are we're gonna have to talk to these mermen. Okay. Okay. Who would tell us about mermen?
I wouldn't feel too comfortable about sailing anywhere in that. It's like a toy boat for children.
You know what? We should check with the captain again real quick because he might have new dialogue now.
How are you today?
Like,
Did you ever hear of the merman of the Sea of Songs?
you mean the bloodthirsty cannibal merman of the Sea of Songs?
That's it.
Never heard of him.
Are you sure you've never heard of the merman of the Sea of Songs?
Be quiet. Shh. Not so loud.
What's up with the shushing?
Legend says that if you speak openly of the bloodthirsty cannibal merman of the Sea of Songs, they will hunt you down until they've caught you and devoured you.
And you believe this legend?
No, I'm just trying to scare you off.
Bye.
Oh, come on. All right. Well, it was worth it. I mean, there was content, I suppose. Worth something.
The size of these galleons is truly breathtaking. And there are dozens of them, not to mention a number of smaller vessels. Mercuria must be a very important and very busy port.
All right, so we have delivered the map. Oh no, we didn't deliver the map because we're looking for. Oh, that's right, we're looking for this person, right? That's why we came down here. But we didn't see them. There isn't. Is there another exit here? That's the small pier. That's the ship. Okay. And that's not a person.
He's selling a variety of fresh shellfish and other, delicacies.
I thought for sure they might be.
I'm not in the market for an instrument at this particular moment. Still,
Really? Okay, so there is no... Let me just look around, do some pixel hunting for this navigator that's looking for work. I mean, unless we just need to wait for them to come back to the Journeyman Inn, which maybe this is what it is, but... Boat. No, you're not a person. You're not a person.
It's the White Dragon.
Here it's just this guy. No other people here.
It's a lighthouse. The blue fire's burning bright, a safe beacon for weary sailors, and a magnet for flowery prose.
All right. Well, that's kind of that, isn't it then? All right. Well, so maybe we're not looking for that person. Oh, we didn't deliver the map. Let me, let's go talk to West House again.
Back home, a place like this would easily set you back tens of millions. Here, it's probably free.
See if there's anything we can ask him about now.
I have some more questions for you.
Shoot.
Did you ever hear a story about a god who fell from the sky?
Stories aren't my thing, April. You should visit a library. I'm sure you'll find some stories in the books. I know the Sentinel have a library somewhere near the city. I've also heard rumor of a people with wings who do nothing but observe and record history through stories. But I don't know if that's all it is. A rumor. Still, if you're looking for stories, it may be wise to check it out and see if you can find them.
Huh. Okay.
What did you say about the flying people?
They're supposed to be great storytellers, and they've been observing this world for a very long time. But it can only be a rumor.
Interesting.
I don't have any more questions for you.
Very well.
Thanks, Mr. Westhouse.
Always a...
All right. What was that diary entry then? Told me about something. Remember, he said that he's heard stories about a winged people who observe and record history. They got records going back thousands of years. Maybe they knew something about the whereabouts of the Disciples. Okay. That was useful. That was good. That was something we needed to do.
I'll visit the Marcuria petting zoo when I'm done saving the world. Square jaw. And I wonder if she's caught a clean and clean... The Journeyman.
I would love to be able to click on this person, or if that's a critter or what. I don't know what it is, but let's check in with the owner of the Journeyman.
Excuse me?
Yes? Oh, it is you.
Do you know when Tunlayak is expected back?
I could not tell you, child, but from what I know of the ship...
Yeah, okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, so that her dialogue's not changed there. We still don't have a reason to get the crow. We could talk to Abnaxis again, maybe. I don't know what the Book of Secrets is.
Enter, honored guest, and I would have been with you presently.
Can I ask?
Yes.
Thanks.
You...
Oh, no.
About my...
Any...
What else do you know about this god who fell from the sky?
Only what I have told.
All right.
That's
Never
about
mind.
it.
He's got nothing else.
I'll talk...
Let's...
Our Tralfamadorian. Yeah, I'm thinking a second trip to the library might be worth it, especially now that we have more information. Maybe the librarian can then do something for us. Because we did, I mean, we can ask about winged people, and we can ask maybe more about the drowned god thing. Ah!
Could I see?
Oh, sir.
I'm looking for.
No.
Yeah, see, okay, so those became options. Yep. All right.
I've heard rumors about mermen who live beneath the Sea of Songs, and I'd like to find out more about them.
Mermen in the Sea of Songs. Let me see what I can find, yes? I did find something of interest. I'll leave it here for you to read.
Oh yeah, more reading. Mermen, magical people who reside in the depths of the great ocean and other seas. Little contact has been made with the Merum, who are believed to have been quite numerous in the past, but are now dwindling in numbers. Confirmed location of Merum cities is between the Briston Atoll and Gian, centering on the Sea of Songs. Legends of mermen are rampant among sailors. These stories portray the Merm in a grotesque and violent light, betraying the truth of a largely peaceful people. Although not much is known about the Merum, their religion apparently centers around the belief of a benevolent god who lives in the immense depths of the great ocean, and who brought the Merum to Earth from a place distant and wonderful.
Are you done?
All right.
Let me take that back for you.
There you go. So they're not all that bad, actually. Ah!
Could I see?
Oh, sir.
I'm looking for.
No matter.
Are there any books about flying people who observe and tell stories?
Winged storytellers, let me see what I can find. Hold on. I did find something of interest. I'll leave it here for you to read.
All right, what we got here? Elatia?
The island of Elaeus, near the Briston Atoll. Maybe I should try to go there.
The island of Elaeus, okay. A crafty, yeah, one of these books will help. A crafty winged people who have recently dwindled in numbers and whose ability to fly long distances has been steadily diminishing over the past few centuries. The Elation are known for their ability to remember and tell stories from before the dawn of mankind and up to modern events. The largest known tribe of Elation with whom traders have occasional contact resides in the otherwise uninhabited island of Elaeus in the Briston Atoll.
Are you done?
Okay.
Let me take that back for you.
All right. So I'm wondering if maybe if sounds like the White Dragon doesn't go anywhere. Maybe the old sailor will do something for me if I help him out. If he, so I assume her diary entry is just like, go sail. Who do I know with a ship? Yep. Okay. All right, let's go straight back to the pier.
Hello.
Wow.
Do you know the island of Elias?
Do you know the way to San Jose?
The vacation paradise of the ancient Del Mare? Certainly.
How do I get there?
It's near the Briston Atoll, but boats rarely travel directly to Briston from Marcuria. You'd have to travel via Guyenne.
Can you give me a lift to Guyenne on your ship?
There are 3 problems with that scenario. Number 1, there's no wind, so we can't set sail south. Number 2, I lost my navigator a few weeks past, and I have yet to find his replacement. And number 3, you're a woman. We don't let women on board the White Dragon.
Isn't that a bit sexist?
Sexy is just what I worry about. What with a boat full of men being out at sea for months at a time?
Not sexy, sexist.
I'm a sailor, girl. What do you expect? Good bedside manners?
I'd really appreciate it if I could hitch a ride with you to Guyenne.
Ain't gonna happen. Sorry.
All right, so now we know that this guy needs a navigator, which is something.
Bye.
A sexy
Hello
navigator.
again, old man.
It be you.
I'm wondering if this guy has secretly been tying Luke the whole time.
Do you know the island of Elias?
Aye, I be knowing lots and lots about the feared Isle of Elias.
It's feared? How?
Because it be a
A
place
lot of cannibals.
You really don't know anything about the island of Elias, do you?
No, I do not.
Do you know how I can get passage on a boat going south?
Aye, coin be the way, as me beloved wife always be saying. 'Course she'd be running off with a wealthy merchant while I be away at sea. Women, never trusted one I didn't pay for again.
I don't have much coin at all.
And I be at a loss, as do ye,
Unless.
I need coin to travel in a boat unless... what?
Unless I be calling in a favor with the good Captain Horatio Nebave, who be traveling to Guyenne as soon as the wind...
Oh,
What kind of favor?
Oh, he be owing me from back when I was his captain.
Oh, if I got your bird back. Go
Would
birds.
you cash in your favor with Nebave if I got your bird back?
Aye, I be promising anything to get me friend back. It be a deal.
All right, we're hot on the trail. Let's
If I
go.
not be dead, aye.
Let's go. Man, this is such a good looking screen. Those boats are very cool. I'm wondering, I imagine probably 2 nights from now is when I'll need to actually post the N64 thing, but we'll see what happens. All right, we can finally give this guy the screwdriver, I assume. Do I still have it? Yeah. And then we can use that to see what's going on. Ooh, shield and trapped tide. I gotta get Trail Sim Zero downloaded.
My magic wand for one of your exotic prizes.
Which prize would you like to trade for?
Bird.
The talking bird.
That scraggly heap of... A fantastic choice, young lady. Hold on a second, I'll get him for you. A fantastic choice, and I really, really mean that.
Wow. What do you? Oh my God. Oh wow. Okay. Well, geez. Poor bird.
So, you're a bird, huh?
Yeah. Wait a second. Did the old man send you to get me?
I guess he did. My name's April.
Oh, God, is there no escape? I mean, not that I like being cooped up in a cage for gamblers to gawk at and children to spit at all day, but give me a break. It's better than being locked away in a stinking chest. Thanks a whole bunch for rescuing me, April.
You're welcome.
No, hey, that's not what I meant. I was being sarcastic. Do you know what sarcastic means? Speak all tongue? Yes,
No, actually, I don't. I speak English.
English? I don't know where you're from, lady, but you're weird. Okay, so let me go already, alright? Enough with the I'm human so I can boss the bird around shtick. We're all impressed.
Sorry, I promised the old man I'd win you back. I need a favor from him badly.
Yeah? So what's so important you'd sacrifice a bird's happiness and well-being?
The fate of 2 worlds, billions of people, and the balance.
Yeah? So... No, forget it.
So were you always just Bird? Or did you have a better name?
No. It's always been Bird.
Pariah
My full
bird.
name is That Damn Bird. I learned that when I was 2 weeks old. That damn bird, the old man would say. No good ball of feathers. Then he beat me with a stick.
Really?
No. He'd just stick me in the chest and forget about me. Which is almost as bad as beating, believe you me.
I'm sorry to hear that, Bird. You know, if you were my bird, I think I'd call you Crow.
Crow?
Yeah, well, I'm my own bird, lady, and I don't... Crow. You'd call me Crow? That's a pretty good name. It's a proper name, at least, not just an insult.
Anyway, I guess I'd better get you back to your master bird. He's pining for you.
All he's pining for is coin to gamble with.
I feel like
It's really none of my
April's
business.
planting the seeds
Sure
to get this
you
bird as her own. All right. How do I feel April's? I think she's doing a fun job. You know, she's like, I almost feel like the actress is aware of the fact that adventure game protagonists are assholes in a way. I mean, not that like George Stobart isn't, or that, you know, Brent Halligan isn't, but yeah, I think that's exactly right.
Here's your bird, sir. It wasn't easy, but I got him back. I sure hope you're grateful.
Bird, blessed be the balance, me faithful friend and companion be back.
No, not back in the chest, not in the chest!
Now can you help me get passage on a ship?
Aye, I be a man of me word. Speak ye with Captain Horatio Nebuve of the White Dragon, the ship behind yous. Tell him Umbrianos be sending yous to cash in on that old favor he be owing me.
Thanks, old man.
Arr.
Arr. Well, Rip Bird. Yeah, go birds.
Hello. You know old Umbrianos, don't you?
The old drunk? Aye, he be a good captain once. But ever since he lost his ship, he hasn't been much worth to anyone.
Be that as it may, you do owe him a favor, right?
Aye, that I do. He saved my life more than once. And I wouldn't be captain of this beautiful lady if it weren't for him.
Guess what? I'm here to cash in on that favor.
I'll be damned. What did you do for the old geezer? Promise him your hand in marriage?
Don't you mind that, old boy. Just get ready to sail south. You're giving me a lift to the island of Elias. I mean, since you're already heading for Gien.
I am? That could prove a little tricky.
How come?
For one, there is no wind. That accursed alchemist up north has put some kind of spell on the wind. Klax, I believe his name is.
All right, we've already heard this.
Then there's a little problem with my crew.
We've heard this.
Okay, let's say I manage to free the wind and find you a new navigator. Then will you drop me off on Elias?
You think you will be able to defeat Klax, free the wind, and find me a new navigator? I will. By Jaw's pus-filled left eye, if you do such a trick, then I'll take you wherever you wish to go. Most likely, they'll be holding your funeral within the week, girl. Just leave the madman be and let the army deal with him.
Never you mind, as long as you keep your promise and take me to Elias.
What's with Elias, anyhow? It's been deserted for hundreds of years, ever since the Dolmari fell victim to the Great Plague.
I need to visit the Elation people, to listen to some of their stories.
As if there aren't enough stories here. It takes all sorts, that be for sure.
All right. So, at this point, also agree to help me get a ride if I help him get it. Okay, well, yeah, so we did that. Turn in person. I do one favor. Boom, I'm running around the entire Northland solving people's problems. So the alchemist. Oh, I'll need a map. All right. All right. Maps. They don't love you like I love you. I wonder if I need to go to, let me, okay. I was going to say I should check these screens to make sure that navigator hasn't turned up. I might go back to the Journeyman Inn first before going to the map merchant. Because I could see that sequence of events causing the navigator to appear. Oh, the road north. Wow. Okay. Just got a new location.
Excuse me?
Yes? Oh, it is you.
Do you know when to...
I could not tell you, child, but...
Thank you.
All right, no information there. Just clicked. Just came home at long last. All right. We know we need a map. We got to go here.
Did you make your delivery to Tunlayak at the Journeyman Inn yet?
Oh, I forgot all about that.
By the balance, get to it.
Oh, you won't talk to me until I... it's frustrating. Do I need to solve this issue first?
I've never seen anything like it.
Do I need to actually find this navigator now? I don't think there's anyone who's been telling me about the navigator. Oh, you know what? I should check up here. Who's that? Who's that? Who's that? Who's that? Hi. Hi.
I look like a serving maid. It's some kind of cattle, but not the kind of cattle they breed in Kansas. It's a farmhouse. It's a small barn.
Hmm. Oh, it's a bird. Oh, interesting. Wait, if I go back to the road north, is he there? No, he's not. Okay.
It's a discarded wagon wheel.
Yeah, this is a cool looking forest screen. Birds. Go birds.
Do you always travel like you got a two-headed Besparian nymphate on your tail? I couldn't keep up half the time.
Crow, is that you?
Of course, there was that pair of stunning robin redbreasts. Twins, did you know? Not as if I could just leave them without a kiss or two. Or 12, as it turned out. Maybe I'm just out of shape after being stuck in boxes and cages and knapsacks for the past 20 years.
I guess it is you.
Of course it's me! How many birds do you know with both good looks and a sense of humor?
You got a sense of humor.
Oh, funny. Nah, that's funny.
What are you doing here, Crow?
What am I doing here? What am I doing here? How about a nice to see you, Crow, or I've missed you so much, Crow, or at least a glad to see you out of that chest, Crow?
It is nice to see you, Crow. How did you escape?
Cunning, milady. Of course, that keg of Androgen stone liquor the old geezer got his hands on didn't hurt. I've never seen such a shameful display of public drunkenness in my life. Well, not since the last time I had a thimble full of wine. Phew, boy, were those ladies in for a surprise. When they were told I could talk, I'm sure they didn't count on my encyclopedic knowledge of Dolmari obscenities. The old man was gonna gamble me away again, you know. Went straight back to the cups handler after the, celebration. So, I decided to split before they put me back in the cage. That place was like a prison without the amenities. And let's not even mention the food. Did you ever try roasted Elguan dung? Ugh, pooey, duh, don't, ever. So, I pecked a button here and some soft tissue there and fled. I had nowhere else to fly, so I decided to join you on your, quest. It sounded like a spot of good old-fashioned fun. Like a Bird's Own adventure. It's not as if I came after you because I like you, though. You don't have any feathers.
Thank God for that. Okay, if you want to join me, I wouldn't mind some company. I'm guessing you'll be using your wings, though, and not your feet?
The ground's no place for a free spirit like myself, baby. Besides, I hear there are a lot of good-looking birds in this forest, and let me tell you, they don't parade about on the ground like winged chickens. Just try to slow down once in a while. Let me catch up.
Sure. But how do I get your attention if I need to talk to you?
Can you whistle? Like this?
Sorry. But wait a second, I got a little flute. I
Oh,
could
the
use it to call
flute.
you.
I'm not a sheepdog. Let's get that straight. You play your tune, and I'll consider your request. I won't be flapping to attention like a tame soldier hawk.
Deal. We better get moving, though. It's getting late.
Aye, aye, Captain. I'll try to keep an eye out ahead in case there's trouble.
All right, we got Crow. That's pretty cool. Oh, bye, Crow. the friend, he's Crow. All right, April's really into it. This is a big silly grin. All right, thank you, April.
Oh dear. Oh dear me. Please, human, don't kill me and skin me. I haven't even sung to the soil yet.
Don't worry, I'm not going to kill you or skin you.
Oh my. That is good news. Very good indeed. Who are you?
My name's April. What's yours?
In my language, it's Bandu Umana Banta Au Rubana Bitana Benort. It means the little one who tries hard to live up to his father who sings to the soil.
That's a mouthful. So, what do I call you?
You can call me Ben Bandu, the sad little one. Banda is the name of my people. We are the little ones.
Why are you sad, Ben Bandu?
I'm looking for my brother. He's been gone in the forest for many days, and I've not heard him sing to us. Our people don't walk about the forest much. It's too dangerous for us. You haven't seen my brother, have you? He's short, about my height, with a tan coat and a mischievous glint in his eye.
You're the first the first Banda I've met.
Oh dear. I hope he's all right. A lot of our people have disappeared this summer.
What happened to the Banda that disappeared?
We don't really know. But there's something evil in this forest. Something that doesn't like the Banda. I shouldn't be out here looking, but I must find my brother.
If I see him, I'll let him know you're looking for him.
Oh, thank you. Thank you ever so much.
Aren't your people called the Mole People?
That's what the city dwellers and farmers call us. They say it with sharp tongue. Moles. Dirt diggers. They don't like us very much. Our given name is Banda, the little ones. Or the Banda Banta, the little ones who sing to the soil.
How do you sing to the soil?
When we're old enough, and we found our voices, we just sing, and the earth shapes itself to our needs. We live in harmony with the earth, just like the birds do with the air.
Good luck on your search, Ben Bandu. Sad little one.
And the best of luck to you, April. Please, if you see my brother, tell him to come home. We're all so very worried.
Oh, he just walks away. All right. Oh, all right. Immediately calling the crow.
Hey, Crow, would you mind doing me a favor?
I was having this tete-a-tete with a pretty young sparrow, but hey, Crow at your service. Did you say favor? Oh, sure thing, unless it's something extremely... No, make that even remotely dangerous. I don't like dangerous.
Not at all. Just scout out the forest from your vantage point. See if you can find Ben Bandu's brother.
Ben who?
The mole I just met. I thought you were supposed to be watching me. Didn't you pay attention?
No. Mole, you said. They're savages, a lot of them. You eat birds, even.
Crow, I eat birds. You probably do, too.
Yeah, I love a roasted duckling and a tangy orange. Oh, well, yeah, I see your point. Looking for a lost mole, then, are we?
Yeah, and they're called the Banda.
I never got into that whole PC thing. It's not Tyrox, it's the tyrant. Don't say chicks, say birds. Don't say birds, say women. I don't know, it's all a little too complicated for a simple man of the air like myself.
Just go look for the lost Bandu, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
The bird won't go woke. That's a really fun reminder, though, that like the right wingers just keep repackaging their same stupid grievances over and over again with different terms. There's no difference. They're interchangeable. It's just the same bullshit.
Out! Damn! The bridge has been completely destroyed. The edges are charred. Whatever caused this, it couldn't have been floodwater or simple wear and tear. I'll have to find some other way across. This gorge is too deep to cross and the river too fierce.
Can I interact with any part of this bridge at all? Do I have anything that I can use on the bridge? I don't think so, but I wonder if I can call Crow again. Well, I have to guess to do it for my inventory. What if we had more Crow though?
I guess he's not around. Should try again later.
All right, fine. You win this time. Oh, hey. It's the end from Metal Gear Solid 3.
It's a woman, I guess. An old woman, and it looks like she's in pain.
Oh, please, pretty lady, pretty, please help me. I've fallen and I can't stand up.
What happened to you?
Oh, I was out picking bones. Berries for my stew and flowers. Yes, pretty flowers. Then I tripped over a big old root and twisted my ankle. It hurts so. Please help me home, pretty lady, please.
Who are you?
Who are you?
Oh, I'm nobody at all. Just a frail old woman picking bones. Picking berries for her stew so she can feed her guests. Feed her guests and fatten them up for the long winter.
Where do you live again?
Where do you live?
I live not far from here, not far at all. No, help me home and I'll cook you a fine stew, I promise. Yes, I promise. Just help me home and I'll reward you for your compassion. Yes, you'll have your reward.
Why do you keep swallowing your words?
Oh, because I'm just a frail old forgetful woman, yes.
Yeah, sure.
All right, I'll help you home.
Seems trustworthy.
Oh, yes. Thanks, plump little treasure. A nice, pretty girl, thanks.
Seems fine to me. She's definitely not secretly a snake.
I still need your
okay, I can't walk. Where? Okay.
Pretty girl, I can't walk all the way home by myself, you see. Help me home and I'll cook you a good, thick, creamy stew. Yum, I'm getting hungry myself. Let's go.
What a thrill.
Lead the way, ma'am.
Yes, let's go. Come on, just follow me, my sweet treat.
Is MGS Delta going to be good? Maybe. Yeah, that's probably the right reaction. That seems about right.
Looks like a cozy little burrow, like a hobbit hole.
If it's just a faithful, well, I don't know. Like, would a faithful remaster be good? Can it like? I almost kind of want it to be like I want to know what I want this to be a remake that is a portent of Konami's future plans for Metal Gear. You know, like because like I can just play Metal Gear Solid 3, right? Like whatever, fuck it, I can just play Metal Gear Solid 3. You can play it all the time. It's a great game. I want it to be weird. I want there to be secretly fucked up things.
Come in, honored guest. I'll just check on my stuffing. My stew, yes. My thick, delicious stew. Oh dear, what have we here? This
Yeah, I think it's true.
Good enough to stuff.
Yes, that is actually Cube. That is 100% correct.
As plump.
You've picked up exactly what I'm putting down.
As well-built and delicious. As honored as you, my dear. Why don't you just wait here and I will go pick some more berries and spices for my stuff. My stew.
Yeah, I agree. MGS4.
Wait, what about your bad back?
MGS4 is what everyone really wants. Freed from the PS3.
What a strange woman.
All right. Oh, alas, poor Yorick. I knew him well. He was a fellow of Infinite Jest.
There's something not quite right about this place.
Something weird.
Those skulls, for one. They look disturbingly humanoid. What's that sound? Where's it coming from? It's a small humanoid skull, like that of a child. Good God! It's locked solid. What was that? It sounds like somebody's trap. Looks like a solid piece of furniture. It's got a chain tied around it.
I wonder if I can use any of these tools.
Strange. What are those things? They look like. Is that blood?
Is that blood?
What does this creature do to people?
All right, I need a tool to break open the lock, though. Is what I really need.
It's too big for me to carry around, but maybe I could use it somewhere in this room. Oh. Interesting.
Oh, dear me.
Yo, we found him. Hey, man. What are you doing here?
Who are you? Are you going to eat me?
I'm April, and I've come to rescue you.
Oh my. Did my tribe send you?
Yeah.
So to speak. I met your brother, Ben Bandu.
Ben Bandu? Bandu umanu banta orobana biutan binoart?
Yes.
I think so. He said to call him Ben Bandu.
Because he was sad for me? He will be so glad to find that you've rescued me then.
Yeah. There could be a tiny little problem with that.
The Gribbler captured you too?
The Gribbler?
I guess whatever the Gribbler is, did capture me. That took me by surprise since I did come here willingly.
That's how she works, the Gribbler. She tricks Banda and humans to come here to her house, and then she cooks them and eats them.
Oh my God.
Friendly old lady, she's not. What's your name?
Bandu utamatuta uyatan ayama binaort.
That's a little difficult for me to remember. How about I call you Bandu Uta?
Oh my, yes, that would be fine. We have long names, us Banda, as long as our tunnels.
You can tell me more about your people later. Right now we need to find a way out of here.
Okay. All right, we're doing good work here.
Grotesque decor. It's a small skull.
Please, alas per Yorick, do it. I'm begging you. Come on, do it.
I wonder who this guy used to be back when he had a face. Wait, no, that's just...
Is she getting horny for the skull? All right. Gotta check. All right.
Something's cooking all right. I just can't put my finger on what exactly.
All right, so we did pick up a skull.
It's a wooden table with a tablecloth. Something's cooking all right. I just can't put my finger on what.
Maybe.
That's a large fireplace and a fierce fire.
Can I put the skull? Oh, I should just do this. Cauldron, table, fire. No. What's the rock? Can you smell?
It's a loose floorboard.
Ooh, can I? Loose floorboard. Oh, maybe I can broom it as well. Can I get that broom again?
It's a broom. By the looks of this place, I don't think it's been used much.
No. All right, our brooming days are over.
Grotesque decor. I'd rather not examine them too closely.
Oh dear, whatever shall we do?
All right, he doesn't have much to say.
Ben Bandhu's brother, Bandhu Uta.
Oh, I can use him on things? Okay, all right. I didn't expect that. I was hoping I could get him like buried, like dig under there. What do you mean I can use him on things?
The door's locked from the outside.
Okay. Are there other points I can interact
Wait a
with?
second. The door is locked? Oh my god, the door is locked! I'm trapped!
Hi, April. Welcome.
Not so solid after all. Grotesque decor.
Oh, good call. I thought I had moused over the window, but honestly, yeah.
It's a window, but it's too small for me to squeeze through. I can't climb up there. Besides, I'm too big to fit through that tiny window.
There we go.
Come over here. Let's try something.
Oh dear me.
See, I was thinking he's a mole man and we'll make him dig, but now we're gonna put him through that window.
What are you going to do?
I'm gonna get you out of here. Hold on. Can you break the window and get through?
Oh dear, I'm so sorry, but it doesn't seem like I can do that. The window is too thick for me to break.
Window's too dummy thick. Skull that window. Got him. Let's go. Going right back out, kid.
Come over here. Let's try something.
Oh dear me. What are you going to do?
I'm gonna get you out of here. Hold on.
Are we gonna punt him? Oh, okay. I was like, what is she doing? Getting ready to kick a field goal.
Hey, wait a second. I need you to open the door for me. Don't run off. Damn.
Ah, shit.
What the hell am I gonna do now?
Ugh.
I am back with the berries and... What's happened here? Why is the...
Oh, it was a little accident, dog. Don't worry about it. Damn. Voting Republican fucks you up, doesn't it?
Stupid little human!
I just saved an innocent person from being your dinner, Gribbler, so there!
So, you think you could come into my house and set my dinner free and get away with it?
Yes.
Well, I will get away with it, because soon a lot of people, armed people, will come to get me and to kill you, so you'd better run away while you still have a chance.
I guess you will be my dinner tonight then, and I had hoped to save you for tomorrow.
Oh, come on, Gribbler. You can't honestly think you can eat... Step aside. I know karate. Beat it. Get out of here. Oh, shit.
Oh, okay.
I look like a serving maid.
Yeah. Now who's gonna eat who? I used the plank to knock this over, which is something, I don't know. Peace. Don't worry about it.
Hi, Ben.
Oh dear, where's the monster?
She vanished like smoke up a chimney. Do you know what happened to your brother? He just ran off, didn't even stop to say goodbye.
I met him back on the road. He was running like the wind. Said that when you helped him out of the window, he spotted the Gribbler returning, so he went to get help. I told him to alert the village, gather as many of the Banda as possible, and come back here, and that I'd try my best to aid you in the meanwhile.
Thank you, that was very brave of you.
Brave of me? Oh my. You defeated the Gribbler. You are a hero. I owe the life of my brother to you, the life of everyone in our tribe. I know my fellow Banda will want to reward you for your gracious deeds. You are invited to our village with me, and I will tell my people to prepare a grand feast for you.
You don't have to do that, Ben. I just did what anybody would have done.
But you did it. Give me your map, and I will show you where our village is. Then I must run ahead to tell the Banda that the Gribbler is no more.
There you go. The Gribbler really sounds like... I'm getting hungry seeing that word because it reminds me of the Gobbler, you know? I don't know if anyone else is having this problem.
April!
Oh, go birds.
So glad you could come to our village and sit by our fire so we can thank you in the proper manner.
Cobbler, also good.
Privilege, Ben Bundu. I wouldn't want to.
Not as good as a gobbler, though.
Visiting your village and seeing for myself how the Banda people live.
You speak so eloquently. My brother sits by the fire. I know he wishes to speak with you. But the elder would speak with you first. He rests in his hammock up on the mountain. Go speak with him, and then come down again, so we can celebrate the death of the Gribbler and the brave escape of April Ryan and Ben Bundu's brother.
The hero of the day comes to visit the old Bandu. Let me see your face, human. Make yourself shorter.
Get down!
That's much better. The human is closer to the soil now, and she may even feel it like we do. Moving, shaping itself, breathing, beating.
I don't feel anything. Sorry.
So the human is not a digger, but we don't judge her because of that. The human is a hero, she is.
Don't call me that. I'm not a hero. I was just in the right place at the right time to help somebody out.
She destroyed the evil that haunted our forest and rescued one of our little ones from the creatures of chaos. And so she is a hero. She's the one spoken of in our songs, is she not? The one who will deliver us from an evil presence and who will go on to save the balance. You are she, are you not?
I don't know.
Well, we will see. We will see.
I'm gonna sleep in the what?
Sleep in our spirit.
Spirit dig?
And then tomorrow, we will see. But now, you must enjoy yourself. This feast is in your honor to show our appreciation for your courage.
Thank you.
Go, eat and drink and dance, and then go to sleep in the spirit dig. We will talk tomorrow before you continue your journey. You are on a journey, are you not?
The longest journey, actually.
A very long one.
Yeah.
We are all on a journey, but yours is the most important one ever. So go.
Roll
My
credits.
pipe and think on prophecies and songs. Go.
It's Crow. When did he get here? It's the Elder Bondu. Crow?
Oh, hey, I was, wondering what happened to you. What happened to you?
I thought you were supposed to help out in the search. I could have used some assistance this afternoon.
Yeah, but I did find some banda, didn't I? Just not the one we were looking for is all. And besides, I was beat. My wings can only carry me so far before I need a twig to rest on and a couple of juicy berries. Speaking of berries, did you taste the ones they got here? The word is yum. Big yum. I don't know what they soak them in, but hoo-hoo, man!
Well, at least you're okay.
No, sure, you know me. I could use a good flea plucking, though. Care to reward me for my diligence?
Diligence?
Ha!
Damn.
I'm guessing I'll be plucking my own fleas tonight then, and I'm okay with that. I'm blaming you if I wake up with a crick in the neck tomorrow, though.
You got a nice bonfire.
All right, let's see what Ben Bundy's brothers got to say to us.
Oh dear, it's April. Sit down.
Are you feeling all right? I thought you disappeared on me back at the Gribbler's lair.
Oh dear, I do apologize. I saw the Gribbler return from the forest, so I ran into the bushes and headed straight for the village. I was going to get help, you understand, but then I bumped into my brother, and I told him what was happening.
Well, I'm glad you're okay.
Thanks to you, April. How did you kill the Gribbler?
With fire.
Lots of luck and a little bit of quick thinking. My limited talents in the martial arts were woefully underused.
Were you frightened?
I don't think I've ever been so frightened in my entire life. Kinda exhilarating, actually. Although at this point, I think I've had quite enough excitement for a lifetime.
Oh, dear me. I could never be as brave as you, April. Ever.
What is the spirit dig the Elder told me about?
Oh, it's a sacred place. A very sacred place. It's where we, the Banda, can speak with our ancestors, ask them questions, and learn from their wisdom.
Yeah? Well, the Elder said I was to sleep there tonight.
He did? The Elder said that? Then you have been honored by him, April. Only those worthy of the spirits of our ancestors can spend the night in the spirit dig.
Where is the spirit dig?
Right behind you, at the far end of our green.
Enjoy the party, guys.
All right, let's go to sleep.
Oh, but it's in your honor, April. You must enjoy it yourself, too.
Oh yeah, that's the plan.
Glowing.
Yes. It's a good place for some fungi.
Mushrooms or chairs or both. It's not a big fire, but it's comfortably warm in here, and the smoke has a very pleasant, very mellow texture to it.
Do I need to do something? Do I need to like start a fire? Do I have a match? I don't have the matches anymore. Got rid of them a while back.
I look like a serving maid.
Do I need to sit in one of the chairs?
Psychedelic furniture. I know some people at home would go crazy about stuff like that. It's not a big fire, but it's comfortably warm in here, and the smoke has a very pleasant, very mellow texture to it.
No, there's only one exit.
There are tunnels extending down into the earth behind the screen.
Uh-huh. Oh, Bed. I was like, what's this rock in the foreground? Oh, that's the bed,
It's some
dog.
kind of bed made with twigs and moss. Not as comfortable as a real mattress, I'm sure, but it'll do.
Go to sleep.
Just lie down for a few. No, screw that. I'm getting a good night's sleep. That's what I'm doing. I've never been this tired in my life.
And well, okay, isn't you wanted you lay it the other way? All right, whatever. Fine, April.
What the hell do you think you're doing? What? What are you doing here, you arrogant bitch? You don't think you can really save the world, do you? Who are you? Don't tell me you don't recognize me, April Ryan.
You and I were not so different.
I'm
Yeah.
you. That's impossible. This is just another dream. I must be dreaming. Think again, loser.
Still
This
in a
is as
dream?
real as it gets. Why are you here? I'm sending you home, that's what. You're a sad little twit. Don't you realize that? There's no point subjecting the entire world, two worlds, to your feeble attempts at redeeming yourself, is there? Go away, leave me alone. How the hell am I supposed to do that, Einstein? I am you. You are me. Unfortunately for the both of us, we're inseparable. I don't need this Freudian id crap. Not now. There's so much I have to do, so many people I have to help. Oh yeah? Like you really believe that? Like you give a shit about those people? You're doing this for yourself, April, and that's why you're gonna fail. Shut up! Shut up! That's always your way out, isn't it? Telling people to shut up when they speak the truth and shutting them out when they're getting too close for comfort. Hey, don't tell me I do it because Daddy hurt me. Screw that. How do you think you're gonna hold up when this job gets tough if you can't rely on anybody or believe in anything? I'm doing it, aren't I? Yeah, because what kind of choice did you have? Face your problems back home? Face the nightmares? I don't think so. So you run. And you think you're putting distance between yourself and your fear of the past and the present? All you're doing is running straight into an inevitable nervous breakdown. Like right now. You're talking to yourself, April. Now that's not something a mentally stable person would do, is it? Shut up! Shut up!
It's okay, April. It's okay.
Charlie? Charlie, is that you?
Don't you worry. I'm here. I'll take good care of you.
Oh God, Charlie, I'm so glad that you're not here. You can't be. I'm still dreaming.
No, you're not dreaming. I'm here, but in spirit only.
Is it? Is it really you, Charlie?
We are Charlie, your friend. We feel his heart and his mind, and his sleeping spirit joins us. But we speak from the great digs of the beyond, where the songs of the panda never end.
Are the dead?
We have passed into the soil. We are spirits, and we have come to guide you.
Why, Charlie? Why do you show me Charlie?
He loves you, and so he guides us here, into your heart and mind.
He loves me? Charlie loves me?
You are not alone in the world, April. There are many who care for you. Your friends and your family. Your real family. You are not alone in your journey through life.
What do you know about my family? My real family.
They watch out for you, April. That's all we know. They have never abandoned you. They have just let you live the life you needed to live, to understand. It's important that you understand.
Understand what?
That life, even when difficult and painful, is a gift. That love is priceless and rare and precious. That every good action, every good thought counts. And that a single person can make a difference, can change the world, if she puts her mind to it, if she believes in herself, and the people who believe in her.
But everything is so frightening. I don't understand half of what goes on around me.
Did not the mother say she would help you? Watch out for you? Did not Charlie and Emma, your friends, offer to give you a helping hand when you didn't even tell them the truth about what was going on? And Cortez the Red, did he not prove himself a friend as well? How then can you be so afraid when you have so many spirits to be with you in your darkest hour?
Cortez the Red? Please, tell me what I have to do. I'm just fumbling in the dark here.
Follow your heart and your spirit, April, and use your mind. These are your weapons, and with them you will defeat chaos. When you wake, tell the elder that you've had a Bakbar, that you've spoken with the band of spirits, and that your name amongst our people is now April Bandu Mbata, April Digger who will seek and find.
Oh, don't go, please don't go.
All right. Oh, back to sleep. Please lay down the right way on the bed. God damn it. There and back again. What book is that? All right, I think that might be a good place. It's been about another 3 hours. We've remained stuck to this our pacing here of a chapter, a moment. So yeah, so we'll kick off tomorrow, digging into chapter 5. Actually, I should make a proper save too. Boink, boink. Yeah, thanks for hanging out. Yeah, a Bandu tale. That's exactly right. That's exactly right, Lord Gregory. Reminder. So right now, again, the plan is that we're going to keep at this game until we finish it, and then it'll be back to Pip. It'll be back to PS1 games, starting with Tama and Mototoon Grand Prix, and then on to Crazy Ivan.